Hello. Ah, there we go. We have sound. Damn your game. My microphone wasn't plugged in properly. But here we go, look at that. The beaver tail's back, man. It is huge. So like I said, we're hunting bobcat, whitetail. We'll take elk and coyote. We'll take them all, mate. But as you can see, the bobcat caller now we have. So I brought my electronic caller. I had it at Hammerdale. And I bought the bobcat caller. So that's the electronic caller. And we have our little spinner there, which sort of gets the bobcat's eyes, and it looks at that instead of me sitting up here like a twat. And hopefully it all goes good. We did get one last night. I had a hunt after dinner, and yeah, had a nice grey bobcat. So we'll try even this elk caller. So I should have checked my microphone. Didn't realise it wasn't plugged in properly. Thank you, game. Me. It's my fault. So I've got the same loadout as yesterday. We've got the bullpup, we've got the snake bite, and we've got our semi-auto 223. So all's well. I'm not going to call the dingoes yet. Well, I'm interested to see if the coyotes walk towards that thing that's spinning when you call them, or they're just going to walk straight to my call. And, you know. Let's whack out a few calls for the whitetail. Hoping to get one of those today. Oh, there's a coyote straight away. I might call it in and just see what it does, right? Let's call it. Oh, I can hear a cat too out there. I heard a bobcat. So, if we're lucky, old Bob will come walking on in. I'm trying to shoot the coyote with this if it comes in, so I don't make too much noise. I'm interested to see if it goes for the spinner or not. Yeah, the beaver tail's back, man. That is awesome. Sort of like a good luck tower of power, man. I actually enjoy it being here. It was here last night too, but then other times when you log in, it's not there. So it's a glitched out tree or bit of land or something that grows into a tower when it glitches. So awesome. So let's see if the coyote comes in first. They usually come in really quick. The bobcats just sort of prowl on in, like they're stalking. So we did hear a coyote. They are usually pretty good at running on in. It was out there behind us. So give it a minute and we'll see if it rocks up. Oh, here it comes. Something's coming. What the hell is it? Where are you? I think it's behind me. I'm hearing multiple feet, like something's... Oh, there it is. There it is. What's it doing? Is that a bobcat or is that the coyote? It's a coyote. Oh, look, it is looking at the spinner thing. That is pretty damn cool, mate. And then I've got there's another one, look. So that settles them down. Instead of them running right up to me and where the call is, there's another one behind it. So we've got 3. Any males? They're all female at this point. One is coming towards me. So I'm going to go one of these over here. Oh, another one showed up. I like the way they go to the spinner. That is so damn cool. One's down. We're just going to leave it there for now. I might actually pick it up in case the bobcat comes in. We don't want to disturb anything. So there we go. I was wondering Because when you call a coyote with the jackrabbit, they run straight to your call. But see, this caught their eye, and they all just stood over here, except for one. He did stand there first, and it started to walk towards me. So there we go. That works great for coyote. It keeps them from looking at you. And when I got the bobcat last night, the same thing happened. The bobcat just walked straight towards that spinning thing. And when a bobcat appears, you actually got to turn the electronic caller off because it can spook them. And then the visual thing will just take over. So let's get back up here. So that was cool, man. So they did go to our spinner. And they're out there calling again. So we did hear a bobcat. Now, we're hoping it comes in. It sounded like it was out that way. So it might come over the top there. Yesterday the one came from here. So hopefully that happens again. So once again, let's try the whitetail. Yeah, but I did wonder, because we're having, like I was calling coyote and they were running right under me. And then, you know, if you went to stand up to get a better, you know, aim at them, a lot of times they'd hear and run off. So I thought if I put that spinner out there, maybe they'll just walk to that. They do. Pretty damn cool. So I'm hoping this bobcat comes in. We did hear one out there. Yesterday I got a male. So it wasn't a bad sized one either. Like I also, yesterday I was in another part of the map, and I called one in with the bobcat caller. But it kept being behind me. I was in a tree stand. And it kept realising I was there. So they can make it hard, man. But now if this set up, it should make it a lot easier. So I'm hoping we get a bobcat or two during the hunt. So I bought the bobcat caller thing. I think that was 1100 GM. But them coyotes, mate. It's another female. I actually want male coyote would be better, but you know. Oh, you can hear it, can't you? It does like little squeaks. Oh, there he's there. It's like a little stereo. And I bought that as well. So they go hand in hand, those two things. Now, last night's bobcat didn't make a sound. It just, I just like had put down a couple of whitetail with the bow and arrow, and I looked across here, and it looked nearly white. It was grey. It was really light colour, and I saw this thing walking. I went, oh my god, it's the bobcat. Then I had a female deer under me while it was coming in, and I thought, oh no, we're gonna. If this deer spooks, we're going to lose the cat. But I just was patient because I wanted to see it walk in and what it was doing. And it pretty much went straight to that. So it was really good. Oh, see, I heard it meow again out there. So I'm hoping it comes in, Matt. We'll try this coyote again. They might come back. So yeah, not too bad. I don't mind this setup. Yeah, and there's the beaver tower, man. It is back. Look how big it is. It is awesome. We should make it a permanent fixture instead of just a glitchy thing that comes and goes. Alright, so the coyote were out here somewhere. Oh, hear that? Hear the meow? That's the bobcat's hanging around. So I just needed to walk in. And they really do prowl when they come in. They're just in that mode, like a cat's going to attack a mouse or something. They look like that, the way they walk in. It's awesome. Oh, coyote are back. Now watch it and see if it goes right to that spinner, which is where them 2 marks are there. You know, instead of running straight at me where I called from, there's no one behind it. So it's that little pack that are back. They've got no males in them though. They're all female. So now look at the coyote. So that little spinner's distracting it, so it gives you a nice steady shot on the dog. It's good. Look at the way it's looking at it. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's something else coming this way, I think, too. I've got multiple coyotes coming in. So now they'll start to walk to where I called. There's another one. They're just everywhere, man. There you go, it's having a little bark. This one should stop this side of the spinner and give me a nice shot on it, I hope. That's it, stop now. Oh, it's hit it in the neck and it's gone for a run. We'll worry about that one later. Must aimed a bit too high. Oh, that'll go down. So I want the cat to come in, man. If the bobcat does come in, I'm shooting it with this because I'm in a competition. There's something over there. What was that? Was that a coyote walking off? Look at it. So it didn't really run far, did it? Let's see if it comes back. Oh no, it's going to wander off, I think. That's not the one we shot. That is a different one. But it's with them. It's that little pack. Oh no, it's turned. Now let's see if it goes back to that spinner thing or will it come under me? This is the question. It's going back to the spinner. Right in the back of the head, buddy. So bad day to be a coyote by the looks of it at the moment. But we want the bobcat in. So we're just going to be patient up here and, you know, we don't want to, if the bobcat's on its way in, we don't want to, you know, make it run away. That'd be never any good. So we got one of those, the one we injured will go down eventually. Man, that's cool. I like that. I like that setup, how they're going straight to the spinner and gives me a nice shot at them. A lot better than having three of them under your tree stand and you can't get a shot on them. So I'll probably leave this electronic caller here for now. I had it at Hammerdale because I was hunting lynx. So yeah, I'll leave it here for Bobcat for the moment. And then if I buy the Puma caller, we'll be able to whack that in there and be able to get the Puma as well. I have gotten one Puma. I just used, you know, it wouldn't even come to the jackrabbit caller, but I saw it in the distance. I kept hearing it. And I shot it up the Khyber. It did go down. That's how I got my first Puma with no caller at all, really. Just luck. Oh, here's the cat. There we go. Was that a cat? That's walking like a cat. There we are. There's a bobcat, guys. Now see, it's walking straight to the spinner. I don't know the size. I'm not really up on the bobcats yet. I've still got to hunt a fair few more of them. So we'll let that one get to... So I heard another cat in the background. So I have to shoot the cat with this. I'm in a competition. So I just want to try and stick to the competition rules, which is shoot it with the 223 auto. It's... There we go. We'll go pick that and the coyote up. So that was walking straight to the spinner as well. It's a beautiful thing. Alright, so there's a coyote in the back of the head. 19. And here's our cat. Have a look. This is the colour of the other one yesterday. I think this is called grey. Actually a nice nice model they got. There you go, look at that. Let's pick it up. 9.8 female. We hit the left lung, heart, right lung. 32. And there we go. First bobcat of the day. Very nice. That is excellent, man. I love that. It's just, I might just see if I can find this before we... Did I hit that in the lungs or anything? I did, so this should be just over here dead somewhere. So let's just, I think this is where it walked in. So that'll probably be a roam. Oh no, it's blood, right. I did see it run off this way. Is this blood as well? I've got a couple of tracks here. Since we just shot a gun, this is probably the best time to do this. I reckon it's just going to be down here. Let's have a little run there. Oh, yeah, it's bleeding on the way. It's a hemophiliac, my friends. This should be the body down here, I'm hoping. So much blood. Oh, yeah, look at it. Just bleeding all the way. And here it is. So I just got to cross the road here. There we go. So we've got 3 of those coyotes. There were 4. So one has wandered back off. And 1 bobcat. That is awesome. Let's get back to our stand. Because remember, we're trying to get whitetail as well. It's nice to get these bobcat now. Nice and easy. Instead of, you know, you hear it like 100 meters away growling. And you call it with the jackrabbit call, and you don't know if it's coming or not. And most of the time, it's not coming. With this electronic caller, I don't think they can resist it. Hey, where'd the tower go? I thought the tower might have disappeared. No! Oh, just, am I in a bad angle here? Oh, there it is, there it is. Beaver Tower is still there. Alright, so yeah, they walk straight to this. That's what catches their eye. Instead of them looking up there at me in this tree, they're looking at that. So let's get back in our box. Hey, how you going, man? Good to see you back. Let's get back in here. Just having a hunt. We just got a bobcat and a few coyote. I brought out the electronic caller today, which is there. And they're still bobcat noises. And then just there we have something to distract them when they walk in. They can look at that spinning instead of me. And they stand there and you get a nice shot at them. So, yeah, 3 coyote and a bobcat at the moment. And the coyote will go to that lure as well and just stand there looking at it. Yeah, I did get your friend request, so I added you just before I started the game. Sometimes it could take a few minutes to go through with this game. But yeah, I have added you. I added whoever it was. It wasn't Rue. It was a different name. But yeah, I added it. So, alright, so I've just shot a gun. So we're just going to have to let the area calm down a bit. But see, when that bobcat walked in, it didn't make a sound. You look across and there's a bobcat walking in. So is that a coyote? So, pretty damn cool, man. We'll try the Coyote again. We know there's one more in that group that ran off. That'll be his lonely track there. That one that's showing up, that'll be the last Coyote that's left in that little group. And we got the beaver tail today, has appeared. As you can see, that is, it looks like a huge tree. Look at that, that is awesome. Always brings me good luck when that appears, for some reason. Or maybe that's just in my head. I feel it gives me good luck. Well, I'm playing now, mate. I just want to do a stream today. Might be doing a multiplayer game today, mate. I'm trying to get a big fat whitetail. I'm in a competition. I'm coming 15th. I try this competition every now and again. I'm still waiting to do good in it. But to find that big fat whitetail, man, it's hard. I did get a good one a couple of weeks ago, but it still wasn't good enough for the comp. As these things go. Hey Jace, how you going? I hope you're having a good one, bud. I haven't heard one buck call today yet. Well, we haven't been here long. We've been here for, I don't know, 47 minutes in game and 24 minutes there. Do I have any tips? You've started playing the Hunter, but you haven't found a single animal. Well, don't run is the biggest tip. Do not run in this game. Unless you've just fired a gun. You've probably got the deer bleat, which is sort of like this deer grunt. So either come to an island like this, White Heart, or go to Loggers Point, where you get the deer. You can even try Timber Gold Trails, a lot of mule deer there. And yeah, just sit back, call them. And eventually they will come in. And just try and shoot males, because that's the only thing that's worth money in deer. None of the female deer are worth any money, and you won't get any score. You'll just waste bullets. So, yeah. Hey, Salamander, how you going? This is a game you've got to be a bit more patient at. Like in Call of Wild, you can tend to run a bit more and make a lot more noise and not be as careful. In this game, you actually got to stalk them a bit. You got to, you know, not run really. The animals are here from ages away, and they'll all run away. So, like, in a game like this, if you can just sit in a spot, like, just say you came to this map, you just go from tower to tower and start calling until you start getting the animals coming in. And then that gives you a nice area to sit up in and look down. You're not making noise, and the area, say you start calling, that whole area around there will hear it. So if there's a blacktail or a whitetail there, they'll start coming in. And then, you know, try and shoot them in the lungs to get a nice kill shot in. And start counting your GM when you're picking up the bodies. But yeah, this game you've got to be a bit more, I don't know, just a bit more of a hunter. It's like I never really run in this game unless I've just fired a gun. Or you know. Because the animals seem more, you know, aware that you're around, you're making noise. Like even whitetails here, I've had them walk up over this ridge here. You know, I'm in a tree stand here, and I've had them walk over that ridge, and they come up, and then they just look straight at me. And at that point, you either shoot them straight away, because within a couple of seconds, once they look at you and know you're there, they're going to run. In this game, they'll just run away. So, yeah. Let's try the elk too. We did hear female elk. I don't want them hanging around though. Because they're just a big pain in the eye. Alright, so 1 bobcat, 3 coyote, no whitetail yet. But the Bobcat are good. Like, that's my second one with this electronic caller here. And apart from hearing a meow way out there somewhere, once it starts to come in, they don't make a sound. They don't growl. They don't do anything. They just sort of stalk their way in. So it's nice to have an open area like this so you can see them coming. Or you might miss it. So yeah, hopefully we can get a buck today. I got a few yesterday after my stream, but still nothing too big. Yeah, Chase, try and use, go to maps that have a tower. Loggers Point also, which is here. It's not showing up there, but that has a fair few towers on it. It has one back here, one up here. The one up around here near the crossroads is a really good one. It's you get a lot of whitetail and mule deer coming into that one. You know, so try and go to you know, like this. Look how many towers it's got. So if you're a new hunter, you can just go from tower to tower using your deer bleat. Have your 243. Even bring your shotgun with slug and birdshot. Because then if an elk walks out, you can shoot it with the slug. You can shoot every deer with a shotgun slug if you want, and it'll be okay. And of course here you have turkey. And if you went to Loggers Point, you got rabbits and pheasants. So that's why you bring birdshot as well. And you get that for free, I think, for a new player. They give you free packets of birdshot, or a packet of birdshot, buckshot, and slug, and 243 ammo for free. But at the start, this game, you know, like it's a bit harder because all your guns are going to be a bit wobbly because they level up. All the animal tracking and spotting levels up. So, yeah, it's at first it's going to be harder. But sometimes if you start in towers, like on a place like this, like on this side you'll get more blacktail. Once you get sort of in the middle here, you'll get blacktail and whitetail. You'll get elk all over the map. And once you get on this side, you mainly just get whitetail on this side. Whitetail, elk, coyote, and the bobcat. So yeah, you know, like this tower's not a bad one. That's a point of interest. And right across from there's a nice tower and paddock there. But all these ones, they're all good. You just got to go from one to one until the animals start coming in. And then once, you know, they stop coming in, just go to the next tower. They're all a short distance to walk. So, you know, it's a good way of exploring the map as well. Yeah, but it's harder when you start this game. It is a bit harder. Everything, your gun's a bit more wobbly. You know, your spotting's not dead on, or your tracking. If you wound an animal, it can be at first harder to track. Like with the bobcat, I don't know what score they are when they're coming in, because I haven't overly hunted them. So I'm like a noob with the bobcat, so I can't see much information about them at all. But I'm luckily my weapons are, you know, I think this bow is like level 17 or something. It's got over 1,000 kills. So as you kill more animals with it, it levels up. And then, you know, when you aim and then you hold your breath. So I'm holding my breath now. Look how steady I can hold it. Still hold my breath. Still hold my breath. Still hold. Oh, there we go. See, and let go then. But when you start, you'll hold your breath for so many seconds, then it'll start to wobble because it's a, you know, it's a low level weapon, and you eventually level it up. There's a female elk. We don't want her unless she's got her dad with her. I do want a buck. Where am I whitetail today, man? I wouldn't mind another bobcat wandering on in. It's nice to get one though, straight up. We got a bobcat pretty much. a female. I got a male yesterday when I set this up, and I sat here for like 15 minutes to see what would happen. So I thought maybe I'll have to move some stuff around, you know, if the bobcat walks in and just looks straight at me, I'm going to have to move stuff around. But no, it worked really well. And then when you do buy the electronic caller, if you ever do, you know, this thing here, then you buy the individual Puma, Lynx, whatever caller. So I've got the Lynx and the Bobcat, and they just go straight in there. So if I want to turn that off, I just turn it off. That goes off. If I wanted to do the Lynx caller, you could put that. I got the Lynx one, and so then you got Grey Wolf and Puma. So we'll turn the Bobcat back on, and then it goes green. They're letting you know that we call them Bobcat. So all in all, I don't mind the electronic call. I only bought it early this year, I think it was. Because I thought, well, I've got to start, you know, getting into these cats that are on these maps. I've got a few Bobcat, one Puma, without the electronic caller. But yeah, the Lynx I couldn't get to come to me with the jackrabbit caller. Wolf, well, they'll come all the time with that the elk caller. It's like an elk wolf caller. So it sounds like a distressed fawn of an elk. And they come in readily to that. But still, I might buy the electronic one, who knows. But usually you don't need it at timber gold trails to see enough wolves running along the river without even calling them. And then you'll find carcasses at timber gold trails. That's sort of like a feeding zone for wolves. It's like the only zones you have in this game. And you'll find them walking in and out of there as well, of those areas. But yeah, I'm disappointed we haven't heard a whitetail yet. I think we heard a female, but I mean, we haven't heard a buck. I'm pretty sure you probably get Bobcat on both, you know, on this side and that side. So, but I've tended to get most of my Bobcat on this side of the island, on the smaller part. I don't know why, just luck. Like I said, I don't have many of them. Let's try see if we can get a coyote to come in. But pretty much Bobcat was the only one I could get to come to this jackrabbit caller. You know, all of the others, they just ignore it. So, I don't know. I think the electronic caller, if you're a cat hunter, it's probably necessary. Man. But you can walk and hunt in this game. Like, you know, if you don't like sitting in towers and tree stands and get down on ground level, I do it a lot, you know, just walk around and hunt, that's fine. But sometimes I just like to set up an area and just, you know, see if there's any bucks around. As I've gotten a lot of deer here, they walk in and out all the time. We're sort of on top of like a hill here. Down here you got a lake, got another hill area there. Up there it's all hilly, so the deer sort of like these areas. Whether or not we can find one at the moment is another thing. But I'm hoping to get another bobcat to come in here. I've seen a couple of tan bobcats as well. The other day. I like the grey ones, look really nice. But like I said, once they start to come in, they tend not to make a sound. They don't growl, they don't do anything. They just sort of stalk their way in. The next minute, you know, there's a bobcat walking in. You go, ah, there it is. And what I probably should have done when the bobcat was walking in was turn off the electronic caller, because it can spook them. Because once they get within range, you know, they'll see this thing over here spinning and they just walk for that. So you don't need to call them after that, once they start to head for that. That looks so cool, doesn't it? It's like two foxtails or two raccoon tails or something spinning around. So it distracts them. Instead of them looking at you. Hey, Anna Rogers, how you going? Hope you have a good one. I'm doing well, thank you. Trying to, we have got a bobcat. I'm trying to get another bobcat today would be nice, and some whitetail. No whitetail yet. But not all hunts go to plan, because that's hunting. I want to try here a little bit. If we have no luck, we can move around the map, not a problem. I do like this little paddock though. It's not a bad little spot here. But yeah, at the moment I don't know where my deer are. Sometimes they come thick and fast out of this forest. It's unbelievable. And days like today, we don't even get a call. Where are they? Please don't have female up coming if they call. And there you go, Anna. Look, we got the beaver tower back there. That's what I call it, because call the wild beavers fall on your tents, but here they tend to build towers by the looks of it. Isn't that awesome? Just a glitched tree or bit of land that pops up on my map every now and again. Not all the time. And look at that, man. Wowee. That is just huge. So I don't know why it does it, but every now and again in exactly the same spot, like probably every third time you come to this map, or fifth time, that'll be there. It's like, what is that? So I ran down to the sea where it was. So it's sort of like off this coast here or here somewhere. And yeah, it's just like a big freaking tree coming out the ocean. So it's pretty cool. Where are my whitetail? Yeah, so it's good every now and again now. I'll be able to get these cats with this electronic caller. Yeah, I've gotten a bobcat last night, one this morning. That's pretty cool for me, because I usually don't get a bobcat in a hunt. You hear them, you know, they won't come to your caller. But now they send, you know, with this electronic caller, they just come in if they're around. So it's very nice. Oh, I have no idea where my deer are though. Oh, they're all in the tower there. I have been coming to this map a lot lately, but yeah, I'm in a whitetail comp, and I wouldn't mind. I don't know, I keep going for this big whitetail that I'm never getting, but you know, we'll keep trying. And also, I wouldn't mind a non-typical whitetail. I've got a few of them, but they're way before lodges came into this game, and you couldn't taximadize an animal back then. So, you know, I've got a few non-typical whitetail, but I cannot display any because it's like they don't exist anymore. So I've got to find a new one. And a blacktail as well. I've got a couple of non-typical whitetail in my mule deer in my lodge. But yeah, I'd love to have a big whitetail in there, non-typical. But yeah, finding them, it's like hen's teeth. You're going good, that's the way. Yeah, it's an awesome tower, isn't it? Look at that thing there, it's just amazing. So it's either a bit of land or a tree that should be somewhere that is glitched out, and it does that every now and again. So yeah, it's just, I like it. I'm sort of happy when I see it. I feel like I'm going to have good luck. Until that turns bad, then it's like, oh no. Oh, alright, our first buck. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? Down in front of me? You are. You're out that way somewhere. Let's give him another call. Hopefully he'll come in and see if we can see him out there. He is pretty far off. He's out here somewhere. He could be standing behind the tree. So we're going to keep calling him in, and hopefully we can see him very soon. And see how big it is. Hey, Skippy, how you going? You're a lurker today? Fair enough. The lurker. So our first buck of the day out here somewhere. Will he be big or will he be a little, like what the hell is that type thing? All I need him to do though is come in. And not ignore me. I get the odd whitetail that calls and then they just don't come in, they ignore me. It's like, what is going on? Because they're usually really good deer. They'll come straight in. Did I hear something down here? Nothing. Going well. How's the weather? Well, when I woke up earlier, it was raining, it felt cool, and I thought today was supposed to be like 30,000 degrees, and now the sun's out and it's 30,000 degrees here. So yeah, it's, I don't know, it's already 30 whatever degrees, so I'm not going outside till this afternoon, till the evening, when I water my plants and stuff, because pretty damn hot out there. But, you know, you got to expect that. It is summer here in Australia. Pretty weird if you're in Europe or America. You go, what? You got summer now? Yep. It's rad. Oh, it's called again. Where are you, bud? You got any closer? He's probably, I can't see him probably because there's a ridge there. And he's going to be below the ridge. I might not see him until he, you know, eventually walks up. So we're going to do just in case, alright? I'll take this out. Well, just in case they look at me straight in the face. I'll just pop that in for now. Load her up. You can't shoot a deer, or, you know, a whitetail for 223. You'll get disqualified. I think the only deer you can shoot with that gun is a roe deer. So make sure he's sort of like moved across. So this is a different whitetail. It seemed to be over here at first. Or did it walk that way and then call? May have. But yeah, we're going to have to wait till he pops up there. Probably before we see him at all. Oh, there's one there, look. There's one. We might have two coming in, I'm not sure. There's one there, it looks like about a 140 or something. Doesn't look very big. Because we have one call out there. Let's, well, at least we've got one coming in. Damn hot for the next few days. I think tomorrow's going to cool down. And then and after that, it's going to go bananas for the weekend. I think Thursday's cooler, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's just going to turn on the oven. So, yeah, there he is. I just turned my Bobcat caller off for a tick, just so it doesn't maybe annoy the deer. We can see the tip of his antlers coming up here. Well, it's only the one, right? He just walks fast. Like, seriously, he got across there really quick. There he is. What are you? Yeah, I reckon you're probably about 145 if you're lucky. I try and hit it with the bow and arrow, so we're just going to let it walk in. I'm going to turn my back and give it a call. Just so, you know, if it looks straight at me, it doesn't see me, maybe. Alright, so, oh, hello. Let's see what he's doing. Now we're just going to be very, very still. Because these things are very sensitive, the males. Oh, he stopped. Let's just not move for a minute. He's not looking at me though, which is good. You can tell when they look at you, they look directly at you. They stop, their body stiffens up. And you've got a couple of seconds to work out if you're going to shoot it or not. And if you've got the binoculars in my hand like me, well, you're going to miss out. I just want to show you the deer. So you're the same one that walked across there. You were fast, man. Usually don't come in that quick. Alright, we're going to turn and give him one more call. Just a quick one. Alright, just a little jab like that. And I should hopefully keep him just moving on in the way he's coming. So there you go, it's a pretty average whitetail on this game. It's not huge. Now we want him to get about there and stop, which he should do. They're usually pretty good. There he is. Hello. I'm just going to double check there wasn't another one out there. Just he walked in so quick. And I saw one out there, and next minute he's here, so it must be him. He just, because they tend to stop and shake their head and they do all this crazy stuff, and it can take them like 10 minutes to get to you. It's like, where is this freaking deer, mate? Alright, so let's get out of the tree. I'll just crouch on over there. There's our beaver tower, man. Look at that thing. It's awesome. Alright, here he is. We'll have a... I'll stand up. We'll have a little look at the antlers. Yeah, it's... I don't know, 140. Let's see. It's a 74 kilo. 124. Even smaller. Look at that. So we didn't even get to 140. 124. We're going to get 63 GM, though. So that is cool. So I want to get enough GM. I want to get a few more equipments like tree stands and stuff, and I want to buy another lodge for myself. Not that I'm filling them up quick, but I want that wooden lodge that looks really cool that everyone seems to have. It's the community choice. So I'll get that eventually. It does hold more animals than the one I've got at the moment. So you can have multiple lodges in this game as well, just like in Call of the Wild. There's no problem there. Alright, now we can turn our Bobcat thingy on again. There we go. That's how easy. You just hold B, turn it off, and turn her on. There you go. Give me one tick, guys. I'm just going to fill my drink up because I've already nearly drank it all. One minute. Da, 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 da. Think Bobcat's coming? I don't think so, not yet. Oh, keep calling deer. I'll give the dogs a call as well, why not, eh? Yeah, as you can see, I need a bigger whitetail than the one that just came in. That's for sure. What was that? That was a female. It'd be nice, like I said, to get another bobcat in today. I love watching them walk in. Just awesome. But they're not as, there's probably more deer on a map than there is bobcats, so you won't be getting bobcat after bobcat after bobcat, I'd imagine. Oh, we can't even get deer after deer after deer yet. What's going on? My tower of power, you're supposed to be bringing me good luck, man. What are you doing? We'll try the elk as well, and hopefully no females rock up. So yeah, hunt for the next few days. I think tomorrow's cooler though, Skip. It's only be like 24 tomorrow, and then after that it's just going to go bananas again. Although I'm getting used to this heat, sort of like, alright, summer. I want to get a few in a row. And that you don't get like a hot day, cold day, hot day, cold day. Like your system doesn't know what's going on. You end up with the sniffles. Hopefully, some good movies come on Netflix this month. Last month I watched, I think it's called Agenda 81, something like that. Pretty weird show. It wasn't bad. It's a series. I watched the whole first series. And it's about this dude who restores tapes. Like if they get burnt or in, whatever, he sort of restores them all, brings them back to like VCRs and audio tapes. So he gets hired to do this job, and it's all about this apartment building back in the, like, I think it was 80s, and it got burnt down, and this woman inside the apartment was making films about all the people in the apartment. So he has to restore all these films, and it goes from there. It's really pretty cool the way they do it, and it's a bit Twilight Zone-ish type thing. Weird things happening and stuff. Hey, Hunter Fisher, how you going, Matt? Well, there's a man that goes hunting and fishing, that's for sure. Look at his name. I'll start watching this other, I like my South Korean series and or movies, and I'm watching, I think it's called Silent Water. It's about these dudes who get sent to the moon. And the Earth down here, it's like in the future, is hardly got any water, and the water that they do have is really bad. So these, Korean company find water on the moon, so they send these dudes up, and then they don't hear from them. So, they send another pack of dudes up, and all the dudes they sent up first are all dead. So yeah, that's pretty different and cool sort of series as well. Pretty good. You love hunting and fishing, and this is your actual name, your full name. No. Oh, cool. Well, it's better to call yourself like hunter and fisher than, you know, put, you know, I am hunter call of the wild. Because then later, if you don't like the game, you're going to be stuck with that name. Come on, Bucks, where are you, man? We have got one. Got a few coyotes and one bobcat so far. But yeah, let's hope for more. We need a nice big fat whitetail, man. I want something I can put in my lodge, like something that's like super huge or a non-typical. My full name is Hunter Trapper Fisher. There you go. Bit of trapping as well. Must be an outdoors type there. I used to do a lot of fishing. I've still got a boat. I've still got a boat here, man. I used to take out in the bay and we'd take it down the lakes and what have you, go fishing. So I've done a ton of fishing. Done a lot of, you know, bit of hunting when I was younger. But I'm mainly a fisherman. I love fishing. Well, I haven't done it for a fair while now. I've still got all the gear, got the boat, the rods, all the equipment. I don't have a car anymore. It's pretty hard to tow a boat without a car. I buy a horse and just hitch it up to the back of a horse. I could always buy another car, but they're just such a... They're a money pit, cars, aren't they? I know your brakes are gone. Oh, you need to tune up and service. Oh, the gearbox is a bit wonky, mate. Oh, this is happening. That's happening. Alright, just set it on fire. Get rid of it. Yep, you live on a ranch in the middle of nowhere? Okay, fair enough, in Wyoming. Wow. Yeah, alright, yep. And always outside. Very strict parents always have to cut the crops. Oh, I'll take care of the livestock and still try to make time to hunt and fish. And classic. Fair enough. I imagine chores on a farm are pretty big chores as well. We had friends that had a dairy farm and I used to help up there. Just rounding up the cows on the motorbikes and you get them in the pens and you got to put all the things on their tits to milk them. You got to wash them all off first and put them on and take them off and next cow, blah, blah, blah. Then you got to clean up all the crap that comes out the cows after you've milked them. It was a hard job. Then in the afternoon, every now and again, we'd go hypnotise chickens. Or ride young bulls. We'd done a bit of young bull riding, because we were only kids back then. They can imagine a 10-year-old kid grabbing a young bull and jumping on the back. They go bananas. You get tossed off and kicked in the head. Because I had a few bulls there too that they'd, sell the stuff too so other people could inseminate their cows. There's always a lot to do there, that is for sure. But they did have a nice creek running through it. And in the afternoons too, you could go and catch some yabbies. I don't know if you have yabbies in America. Scoop and poop from the den, like 24/7, yep. Because sometimes the female needs help. Yeah, when they go into calving, you got to help them. You might have to help pull the calf out. Messy job, but somebody's got to do it, right? At least it's honest work being a farmer. Yeah, every country needs farmers, mate. It's a necessity. We need people to work on the land and work the animals and help feed us and get the crops in. And so, yeah. It's an honourable job that you do. That's one thing countries can't do without. Although a lot of farmers here in Australia are giving up the ghost, mate. And that's 'cause probably our government don't help them enough. So, never good. You do all that for your parents and their friends, and I get paid 10 cents per hour. Man, put your foot down. A couple of bucks an hour. Even if you're only 14, whatever you are, you need a bit better pay than that, mate. Cost of living nowadays is through the roof. That's for sure. When I used to work on the farm, though, I worked on another farm up near Warrnambool as well, and they ran sheep and mainly sheep. They ran. They had the odd bull and stuff around. But once again, we went up there for like a holiday, and it was like this old dude. It was like 70, and I was only like 10, and he'd let me drive the tractors around, and for me it was an adventure back then. They told them that you would like to get more money for doing that, and they grounded you. Oh no, oh no, that's pretty bad. That's a bit rough. You gotta learn to negotiate. You gotta withhold something they want or not do it properly and go, well, if I got some more money, I'd be able to do that a bit better. Yeah, if they ground you, it's sort of, it's a bit rough. Especially if they take away your PC as well, That's sort of, you lose communication then with all your, your gaming friends and the, other stuff you might be looking at and checking out. Now, where am I? Whitetail today. I know we got one, but I wouldn't mind a few more. Might have to go for a walk soon. Might go to the other tower and see what's going on there. We'll just give it a minute and see if any of them walks in from that Coyote call. Yeah, you get to drive, pick up trucks and to the market, and you can drive anything. You have firearm license, so you can drive any farm. A farmer's license, needed vehicle, even on the main roads. That's pretty cool. Well, we're on the dairy farm at Rochester. It's right on the border of New South Wales and Victoria. And then sometimes the parents would take the sisters and they'd go for a drive into New South Wales and have like an afternoon of it. So me and their son, we'd be the only ones on the farm, and then we'd like start my dad's car and drive it up and down the driveway. The driveway was like a mile long, so we'd get up to some stuff we weren't supposed to. As long as you park the car exactly the same as they had it when they left, and they're not going to notice if it's an inch or two out or whatever. Yeah, you'd get away with it, man. The only bad thing is that you have to have an adult in the truck car. Alright, yeah. Well, that's like here when you're a learner driver, and usually by then you're 17. You got to have a fully licensed driver in the car with you, or the whatever vehicle, to supervise you. Not that they, a lot of them don't do much supervising, they just sit there and antagonize you. I suppose it's similar. Alright, so we'll turn this off and we'll go check out our other little tree stand we got over here, which is just here. And put a little dot. Oh, something did call out there. It could have been that female from earlier. That's cool. Well, as you get older, they should pay you more money, because then you have more responsibilities as well. There we go. There's our big tower of power, man. It's glitched in again. I love it. So I won't call any animals till we get to this next stand. Because I don't want to, you know. It's very true. Your dad will ground you for turning on the turn signal. Yeah, really? Oh no. Bobcat. Over there. Doesn't matter. I don't know if it was on the way into our caller. It's not far away. Should we go back and just see? Turn it on and just see if the cat comes in. So let's go here for another 10 minutes. Because we do have a cat in the area, which is nice. Alright, now we can turn our Bobcat on again. We get back in our tree stand and see if this cat comes in. You don't think you can do much more? You have to clean up animals, feed them, give them water, brand them, strap them, and have cut fields of any kind. Yeah, it's a big job, mate. Hopefully your parent sees up on you as you get a bit older and cut you some slack. Go to the part store to need parts for the vehicles and what have you. It is a hard job for your age. But I suppose they're trying to teach you responsibility and, you know, work ethics. You know, as long as they don't go too far and teach young people stuff and then still let them have a bit of a fun time. So if we're lucky, this Bobcat will come in. It wasn't super far away. So that's why I'm doing a couple of these calls as well. It'd be nice to get another Bobcat, because I don't want to move the whole electronic caller and all that across there. I can be bothered. So let's just hope it wanders in. As we'll call the whitetail while we're here still. Hey Ethan, how you going? I hope you're having a good day, night or afternoon, whatever time it is there where you live. I think you have two other brothers that are 1 year older than me and they don't have to do it. Well, that sort of sucks. They're allergic to horses. So alright. Oh, well. I've never heard of people, I know people can get allergic to cats because of the cat hair. You know, maybe people can get allergic to horses, I have no idea. I'm not allergic to them, but I don't want to ride them. I don't want to ride a horse. I have once. It was a nice, slow sort of horse, so that was fine. He's a four-wheeler. My mate used to have a trotting horse, pacer, and he had it at his sister's farm. So, you know, we'd go out and he'd clean the stall and pat the horse and that. So one day he brings the saddle and whacks it on there. And the horse was pretty calm while we're whacking all the saddle and everything on it. Then he gets on its back, mate, and it was like we were at a rodeo. This horse was bucking and jumping. He hung on for somehow. Then the horse bolted off like crazy. He was still hanging on, but he flew off at one stage. I thought he was going to be dead. Oh, it was funny. I go, yeah, good horse you got there, buddy. Tried to kill you. I went bananas. There I would just take aspirin every day because you have to ride horse because you have to use your dad's friends. Alright. I don't mind horses, I don't mind patting them and all that stuff, but I'm not really into riding animals. My grandfather used to have the draft horses. He used to, back in the day, pull the beer trucks, beer wagons around. They'd have the kegs on the back. And back in the day, they used a couple of draft horses to do that. So he used to do that. Best kill bull riders in Miami. That's pretty cool. Like I said, I rode young bulls when I was a kid on a farm, but it was nothing serious. It was just us mucking around and getting dirt and dust all over ourselves when we got kicked off the animal. But you'd sort of have to bulldog them first, right? And sort of get them calm and then slowly slip yourself over them and let them go. And they just go bananas. That was awesome. Come on, cat, you can come in, huh? Oh, let's wait and see what happens. Well, I didn't want to walk away and have the cat then, come in and I miss it. You can do that, but you just go straight into your broken leg in there because the bucking inside. Alright, yeah, we didn't have shoots, we were just in a pen. Hey, how you going, Red? I hope you're having a good one, mate. I'm back out in Classic. Keep playing this game. There you go, just in case Red didn't see it, we got the old tower back today. It is glitched in, and it is beautiful. I want it there permanently now. They should just put it in the game permanently. It is awesome. Look how tall it is. The tallest thing on the island. It's taller than the mountains. It's a beautiful thing. We may have, I'm not sure, we may have a bobcat on the way in. It wasn't far away and it was making noises, so I've got the electronic caller on, and I'm hoping, we have already gotten one, so I'm hoping we can get another one. The parents want you to feed the cows and chickens, so keep up the good work. Alright, have a good one, Mr. Hunter Fisher. Try not to work too hard, and if you get time, pop in again, mate. So I went out and bought the electronic caller, Red. There it is there. I had it at Hammondale. I used it on Lynx. And then we have our little spinner thing there, which I found out. I tested it today. And when the coyote come, they go straight to that. And they stand there for a few seconds. Like I had one walk them towards the call. Alright, no, not a problem, Mr. Hunter Fisher. Try not to work too hard, but probably cold out there in Wyoming at the moment. You might even have snow or something. I don't know, is it snow in Wyoming? I don't really know. But I know you're having winter, so. So I'm hoping this other cat that I heard will come in. And the good thing is, when they come in, and same with the coyote now, when you have this thing spinning. Where is it? I've lost it. Hello, spinner. Oh, there it is. That they just look at that and walk straight to that instead of, you know, glancing up at me and running away. So that catches their eye and they just walk straight to that. I think that was 11,000 GM, that thing. Something like that. And that was on special. I think it was 7,500 GM. So, you know, they do work. Electronic callers do work. And that spinner thing takes their attention instead of them looking at you. So the cat might walk, you know, right in under me and then just walk straight to that thing that's spinning. But I'm hoping this other cat comes in. We did hear it back out this way somewhere on the map. It was sort of like, I don't know, around here. Oh no, I'm here. It was around like here. So I'm hoping it will come in. I'm going to call Whitetail. Still call Whitetail. I've only got one Whitetail today. Bit disappointing, but you know. What are you going to do? Oh, have a drink there. Yeah, it's warming up here today. Pretty warm outside. I got my little fan on in the room here. Well, today, this year so far, I think even last year we had no days over 40 degrees. And in Melbourne, you usually do get a few. Like I've been here and it's been 45, mate. That is hot. You can go out and whack an egg on the concrete and it'll be cooking. You know, just crack that egg open, put it on the concrete and it'll start to cook. At temperatures like that. And years ago, before we had, I don't know, maybe I'm talking 10 years ago or 8 years ago, we had big fires here in Victoria. And the lead up to it was, we had a day like it got to 39, and the next day it was 41, and the next day it was like 43, and the next day it got to 45, and the whole state pretty much just caught fire out there in the bush. It was like just so freaking hot. All it probably needed was a Coke bottle lying in the wrong direction and making a, you know, a glass thing on the grass, and it just would have caught fire, man. But no big fires this year. I think Western Australia had some fires earlier in the week. And in Victoria, we've really had nothing. Which is good. You don't want fires. Like a few years ago, we had big fires here, and man, I reckon, like, you know, millions and millions of kangaroos, possums, wombats, they all just got burnt to a crisp, mate. Because there was nowhere for them to run. Like, the fire was that big, they couldn't outrun it. 36 is the max there, pure hell. 36 is a normal summer's day sometimes here. It's like when you get to 40 and over, then you go, whoa, it's getting hot outside. Although 36 is still hot, I'll give you that. I think today here we're going to be like 33. Something like that. Which is, you know, still not too bad. I don't know, is this cat going to come in? Yeah, it can get hot here. Like I said, the last couple of years, no temperatures over 40. Well, not in Melbourne anyway. Which is good, because that is super hot. Because then you'll get 40 during the day, and at night time it'll only cool down to like 25 all night. Be the lowest point at like 6 in the morning. Then by the time it's 10 o'clock, it's 33 again, and on its way back to 40 something. Perth's been really hot this year. They've had a ton of days over 40. Like they had like 5 in a row a couple of weeks ago, all over 40. Even now, they're probably like 36. So they're copping it this year over the west. Oh, I think I heard a cat growl. I did. Oh, it might be coming in, man. It has come closer. I haven't had them come over that way before. I'm hoping they can see the spinner thing, because I got that stupid blind up that I should get rid of. I've had them, one come from that side and one come from that side, and they look straight at that spinner thing and just walk for that. So I'm hoping this cat might move around a bit, or at least be able to see that thing spinning. You know what cats are like? Things are spinning, or you get a wool above them and they're just transfixed. They sort of seem like that when they look at it. So let's hopefully this female comes in. Because they should hear that electronic caller from, like quarter of a mile away or something. They got good ears, they should hear it. I think, what was it? I was watching this show the other day. It's in America. It's called the Devil's Canyon, and they go there. They send like 3 guys in there with equipment. They bring a tent, a gold pan. They'll bring a fishing rod. They all have a 45-70 rifle, because there's bears and moose and all that crap around there. And they pan for gold. And I was saying about the bears, like there's black bears around, and the bear can smell blood for... it was like, if there's blood or meat on the ground, they can smell it from miles and miles away, a black bear. So all the guys were like getting their food, and they make this thing and they tie it up in the trees. So it's way up in the tree, off the ground. So if a bear does wander in, they don't lose all their food as well. Because they have to bring it all in, whatever they can carry, that's what they bring in. Pretty cool show, I don't mind it. Because they actually got to go out there, and one guy, he didn't hardly bring any food, so he does fishing and hunting as well, to supplement his meat, because he didn't really bring any. Man, the other night I was watching, he saw a female moose with the baby, and he was hanging out for some meat. He goes, I'm not going to shoot the big moose and leave the baby to die. So he just let it go. And then that day he caught this little rainbow or brown trout, which, would only had a few grams of meat on it. It was so small. And it was that cold there, like they had snow there. It was the first snow of the year. And when he pulled the fish in, it was frozen, man, on the hook. Because he leaves it overnight. He throws out these lines. And then he comes and checks them, probably the next day. And this little trout was frozen on the end of the line. At least it was fresh, right? It was frozen fresh. I need this cat to come in. I've got to change this gun around in case it does. And we'll load it up before it gets here, because it's noisy. I love this little gun. It'd be nice if they brought a few more semi-autos into this game. So this is it. This is the only one. You got one. it comes in a camo color and black. I took the black, and this is what's coming to Call the Wild, but in a 22. This is a 223. So we use this on the cats, the coyote, the foxes, the roe deer, you know, the turkey. That's, you know, sort of versatile gun for smaller animals. Now the thing is with the cat, usually when they start to come in, no more noise. They don't make noise. They just, you'll see it eventually just walking over the hill there or come in the paddock. So it's a waiting game. Because I haven't had one, you know, I haven't had one growl when it's sort of, they just walk in. It's like, okay, there's a bobcat there. I didn't even know it was coming. But this one did make a sound out there, so hopefully it's coming in. And they sneak in too, they're very sneaky. They don't make they really hardly make a sound. They're quieter than a fox in this game. And that's pretty damn quiet. Like I was in a tree stand the other day, and I had a female whitetail deer hanging around me. And, you know, you move this around, then you get the little square that comes up on the edge that you spotted. And I thought, oh, I was just spotting that deer. Then I moved again, and I looked at the writing, and it said Bobcat. And there was a bobcat nearly under my stand. So I pulled this gun out. And then the freaking female deer spooked, which spooked the cat. I managed to call the cat back with the jackrabbit caller, but it kept coming behind my stand, and I couldn't, like that, and I couldn't get a shot at it, and then it ran off again. I don't know, it's not coming back the third time, is it? So I thought I'd go get my electronic caller set up, which was at Hemmerdale, and bring it here. And, you know, save the bother of, make it easier for me. And since I've done that, I've gotten 2 bobcat right at this place here. One last night, one today. So I'm hoping this other cat will come in. We'll pray to the big tower of power there. Please, tower of power, let the bobcat come in. Now, if you log into your White Heart and you don't have that, that's cool, because it is a glitch. I don't get it all the time. It's like every 5th time I log in, there it is. The first time I saw it was just the other day. I put it at the end of a video. I couldn't believe it. I go, what is this thing? So I ran down to the... Oh, here comes something. Let's be quiet and look. I can hear feet, man. Where are I? Oh, there it is. It's a coyote, actually. I'm not going to use the gun on it. Now, it should walk to the spinner. Like we called, and usually a coyote will come straight under your freaking tree stand. And then you'll spook it off. See how they're walking now? They're coming in, and they're looking at that thing spinning. And watch him. He'll walk straight to it. Or she, sorry. There it is there. And look at her go for it. There you go. She's even howling at the bloody thing. Isn't that a beautiful sight? Now, that gives me beautiful long shot at it, because it's just sitting there sideways. Now, hopefully the cat's coming in. Hopefully it wasn't that close that it heard that. I don't think so. So we've got another dingo, mate. Another coyote. And they walk straight to that, which is beautiful. Because coyotes can be such a pain in the ass, especially you get 3 of them run in, and they all go right under your tree stand. And if you move, they just spook off. Yeah, because a few times I've gone to stand up so I can get a better aim at them with the bow and arrow, and they're gone. It's like, Bugger. And all the cats have done that too so far. They walk in and they just prowl all the way up to that spinner instead of looking at me. I'll call do another one of these calls. Yeah, so if you want to hunt a classic hunter and you got the GM, don't use real money, and you can afford these two things and you like hunting cats and making your coyote hunt easy, and apparently it distracts the wolves as well. They'll walk straight to that spinner and not under your tower or your tree stand, wherever you hunt them. And it just makes it easier. They slowly walk up and you get that nice side shot on. Although we did have one coyote had its back to me, just shot it in the back of the head with the arrow, and that just put it straight down as well. I'm not going to pick that body up yet, and hopefully this cat comes. I was hoping that was it. And they walk quieter than that. And they are so quiet. It's hard to hear their feet moving through the thing. While we're here, let's call Whitetail as well, just in case there's a buck walking by. But I'm going to get rid of this blind here. I'm going to put it probably at the end of this hunt. I might just whack it back in the tent because I don't really use it. I used to, then I thought probably the best thing to do here would be put a tree stand. So I put the tree stand and I didn't remove the blind, because I can use that blind somewhere else on this map. Come on, cat, don't ignore me, man. I just love how it distracts them now. You know, the coyote are a real pain in the A if you don't have that out. You still can get them, but it's just, yeah. This makes life so much easier. So just going to sit back and wait again. If I turn it off for a second, the cat will meow. I don't know. Won't stop it walking in. Oh, I can't hear it. I'll put it back on. They make them really easy to use. Once you buy the individual callers, they just go in the box. You don't have to put them in there. They're just there. And then you get the option to turn them on or off. So I got the lynx one. I don't have the wolf one or the puma one yet. I just have bobcat and lynx at the moment. It's like a USB stick you buy. And I think they're like 1100, if I remember rightly. 1100 GM. So they're not super dear. You know, eventually all the things you buy anyway, you'll make the money back. I think it was like 2 weeks ago I had 11,000 GM, and now I'm up to 22, nearly 23. In a couple of weeks of just hunting. And I'm not breaking my back trying to grind, I'm just relaxing and hunting. But then I don't know, you know, if the cat's coming in or not, because they go silent. At least with a buck, you call and you know, it'll call again. So you know it's sort of on the way in. These things. It's pretty much like a coyote. They walk in very silent. You'll hear them in the distance. You put out that jackrabbit call, and a few minutes later they walk in, and they haven't made a sound all the way in. I'd try the elk as well. I'm not finding as many elk on this map as I used to. I just think it's just they haven't taken them off. It's just luck with me where I am or where the elk are. They are spread out all over the map. But copping onto a little herd of males, getting harder every now and again. I love that Tower of Power, man. I call it the Beaver Tower. Not in a rude way, just said, nah. Then call the wild beavers fall on your tents and ruin it, and here they build towers. Which you gotta love. Yeah, lack of whitetail today though, which is I came here yesterday after my dinner. I got like 3 male whitetail in a row. Today, not so much. And if this cat another 10 minutes, I've done a shot, we're going to move. Try another spot, because I'm going to at least get a couple more whitetail. And yeah, I keep joining whitetail competitions. Like we done one, I think a week or 2 ago. I got a big whitetail. It was right here too, this exact same spot. But it put me 13th in the competition. But the whitetail itself was worth 101 GM. It was a beautiful whitetail. Just still not big enough, mate. When it walked out, I went, oh, yeah, it was just gorgeous. Yes, that's what I've been waiting for. But today, I don't know, where are they? They're having a whitetail meeting somewhere. I remember to pick up that coyote too. For a leave. I have before, I suppose you've all done it too. You're hunting, you shoot an animal, you go, I'll pick up that animal later. You keep hunting, you do a few things, and you wander off, and you log out of the game, and you go, oh damn, I left that animal back there. Never good. I'm not sure this cat's going to come. It seemed to be getting closer. It was down. Where was it? Where here? It was by this road. So I thought it's going to wander in. Where are you, dude? And it was good to see the coyotes walked in sort of that side and it saw the spinner, even though the blind was there. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this blind. It's just, it's in the paddock and it's doing nothing. So the advantage of the blind is you can probably fit 2 people in there. You can get a double tree stand as well. But I prefer tree stands, but the blinds are good. I've used them a lot, but that one's on really uneven ground, so because I got the tree stand here, I don't need it here now. There's no way a cat's not hearing that noise. I think whether they choose to come in or not is a different, different ball game. So I might try this spinner out with the wolf as well. I won't buy the electronic wolf caller because, like I said, the elk wolf caller works pretty well. If I whack that out in front of the tower, that spinner, they'll walk straight to that instead of, once again, going straight towards the tower. And wolves do walk in quick a lot, and if you're bow and arrow hunting, and you got like a pack of 4 walking in, you're trying to pick out which one's the biggest one just visually, because you don't have time to spot them all. Now they'll walk to that and they should stop and look at it, and that gives you time to see who's the biggest wolf and hopefully get a nice lung shot in. Oh, am I hearing feet? I'm hearing a female whitetail, I think. Yep. What is that? Oh no, is that a coyote? What is that? I'm not going to be able to get the angle to see it, am I? Oh, it's a coyote. Alright, so let's see where he goes. Should go straight to that spinner. So let's be nice and quiet up in our tower here, in our tree stand. There it is. It's a male too, actually. It's a nice size one. Let's be patient. There might be 2 of them. See how they didn't make a sound? They just walk in. There's the male. Oh no, look at it. It was a whole flock of them, man. See how they spooked, you buggers. Man, it was like 6 of them. That is a good size, pack. I'm going to call them again. Because Coyote, we haven't shot at them. They have spooked, but they won't go super far. And that male was coming up at, could be 56, which I'm in a comp. Pretty sure I'm still on the comp for Coyote. You got to shoot him from a tree stand, a tower, or something. You got to shoot him from above. You got to be in a tower or a tree stand or something. And that was the biggest male I have seen. I've been hunting coyote all weekend with that coyote ugly competition. I hardly saw any males and none of them were big. That was the biggest coyote I've seen in days. And it was just standing there. I should have just... Oh man. I really hardly... Like, I'll not make a noise when I move here. But they still... Maybe because the pack was too big. We had coyotes behind us on the side. That one under us was the really nice one. So let's, maybe I should have turned off electronic caller as well. Because animals, even, they're saying like if you're calling in a bobcat, and as soon as the bobcat turns up on the scene, turn off the electronic caller because it'll go to the spinner. The caller's just to get it here. And then that spinner should take over, catch their attention. So let's see if we can get, man, a whole, not one coyote growled or anything on the way in. There was like 6 of them. That's insane. I say there might be 2. I could hear multiple feet. I didn't expect that many. They should settle down. I think there's an injured rabbit over here, so they should be tempted to come back. Damn. And that's the usual with Coyote. That's why I'm wanting the spinner to take their attention and not worry about me up here in a tree. And meanwhile, no sign of the cat, so it might be ignoring us this time, the bobcat. Damn, if it's coming in, it is super slow. There's a female elk. I want her dad. I don't want her. She's back out that way. Sounds a lot closer, doesn't it? The echo really goes through this forest. Come on, come back. I just want one nice male coyote. It doesn't have to be a competition winner. I just want a big fat male. I've been hunting, like I said, for days now. I couldn't find one when it mattered. And I said, as soon as this comp's over, you watch the first coyote that walks in, it's going to be a really big fat male. Although we've already got 4 coyotes today. They were all female, once again. No males among them. That was the first one I've seen all day. Oh, I had big buff head on it too, didn't it? I'm hoping they come back now. Even that male. If that male came back, it'd be cool. They don't all have to come back. I'm fine with that. So no way I'd be in Cornwall. No way I could sit in a tree stand this long or a tower. Because you don't really have to in that game. You just sort of walk around, make a lot of noise, and still get animals. I think they had their stream tonight, don't they? Did they stream tonight? Or was it last night that I missed it? I've got to admit, because we're in daylight saving now here, so when they had their stream, it's like 2 in the morning it starts here. And sometimes I catch like the first 10, 15 minutes. Because it is really late. What does that even mean? Vum today. I don't really get it. What does that mean, man? The Russian bots, they're here. They don't, you used to get their messages on your normal videos, in your comments. You don't anymore. They just come to streams, which is really weird. Probably because YouTube can't kick them off a stream. I don't know. I don't even know what they're advertising, man. What does that even mean? Is it a drink? Is it a type of cola from Russia? Drink vom. It is awesome. Come on, come back, Mr. Male Coyote. Like the little pack today, after I shot the first one, the other 3 ran off, but eventually they all came back. They all came back. It was amazing. And we, were able to get them all. I'm going to overcall these coyotes a bit, and we got that female elk. Did it get closer? Yeah, it did a little bit. Oh, I'm hearing feet. Can't see it. It's behind me. Oh, there it is. I'm going to just look this way and see if they just go to that thing. We're going to turn that off. let's not move, man. As a truck or something goes past my house. Was that the male? It's a female. Where's you? Oh, and it ran. It ran again. They must smell me up here. Because the wind's blowing backwards. That's what's giving me away here is the smell. Bummer. Oh, we might move anyway. I don't know. Is there any others coming in? If they keep coming in behind me, I'm in trouble. I need them to come out in front or the side here. Oh, we don't. Oh, here comes one. We don't have a scent eliminator spray in this game. Alright. Who's the male? Who's not the male? What do you spot? Oh, you're the male. You're the male. No, don't get under me, dude. Oh, right in the head and it ran off. What the frig? Look at the arrow coming out of the top of his head. Oh, we're going to have to get onto that. That is insanely crazy. There's one tough hombre, mate. I thought we would have taken his brain out. Look at the blood here. Oh, sand body shot. I must have hit the top of the neck or something. Yeah, go away, elk. Nobody wants you, my friend. Are you fleeing? You're trotting. I think there's a track. What's this over here? You're running, fleeing, you're trotting. So I'm on the wrong bit here. I think over here there's another track. Damn, that shot like that will usually just take a coyote straight out. This one's tough as freaking nails, mate. That's fleeing, so I'm pretty sure that's where it ran this way. When we get back, I'm going to get rid of that blind. It was about time I done it. And if I'm motivated, it is time to do it. Alright, now it becomes the fun part. You can see the arrow sticking out of it when it ran off. That is insane. It's like, what are you doing running off? You should be dead. What is going on? So one of these might be blood, I'm hoping. I don't know why. How can this thing live? That's fleeing. Is this blood? Please be blood. Alright, we got blood. So it's bleeding. We want it to bleed and bleed out and, you know, drop and see dead. We need it to drop dead. Now that cat, we're not going to worry about that. We've been waiting forever for it to come in. I think it's just totally ignoring us. And our electronic caller that we have there. Oh, I heard it again, meowing over there. It's playing games with me. Now if I get this coyote, it'd be the biggest one on, you know, being a male, it looked like I had a good size on it. Good score. So it's going to be the best one I've gotten for days and days after a ultimate coyote hunt that I couldn't find a big one in. It's always the way. Alright, so this thing's probably crossed the road here, down here, by the looks of it. Ah, we've got multiple tracks down here. Are you fleeing? You're fleeing. Is one of these a body? Like, come on, man. Give a man a break. We shot it through the head with an arrow. It looked like it went into the freaking head. More blood. Body? Body? Oh, come on, man. Oh, you're roaming. You're a bad track. Let's check this one over here. We've walked into the coyote's lair, mate. We're going to have tracks everywhere. Are you fleeing or are you blood? You're fleeing. Are you blood? Please be blood. No. You're fleeing though. Alright, so Where the hell did you go, buddy? Why are you still alive? I am not understanding any of this. Nah, it's just the way it goes. It's, wow, we can take a whack, that coyote. Probably should have shot it in the head of the 223. Would have done a better job, wouldn't it? Oh, come on. Where's your next track, buddy? Did you go sideways? Did you run crooked? Did you run out of here in a weird way? So it's the only... When I don't bring my dog, there's always a problem with the tracking. I usually find them. It's just, man... I think I've started to rely on the dog too much in which direction we got to go, because the dog just runs straight there. I've got tracks out this way, which could be the other coyotes that were running with it. I'll have a look. No, that's a deer track. I'm going to have to start, maybe go back to that track and have another look at it. Let's check up here. I hate when this happens. I hate, you know, 'cause it's my fault for doing a bad shot, in a way. I should have made sure, but usually that shot kills them. I'm just so surprised this thing's still going. Any of these coyote tracks? Let's go back to the original track. These are all deer here. And see where I've stuffed up here. Why did I come out the wrong way? I'm just going to go wide back to this track. We're going to look on this side. I can't see nothing, man. Back down here. There it is glowing. Alright, these are our two tracks here. Our two last tracks. So you're fleeing. And you said you went here. It's really weird there's another fleeing track right there though. I'm going to go straight this way for a minute. I know I'm running, but I just want to get this animal over and done with. Alright, so sometimes, especially when you're a learner and your tracking's not good, from that track you've got, put out a circle around it in a roundabout way. Are these coyote tracks? No. So no matter which way this coyote came out, you should come across the next track by circling the one you've just looked at. Although I'm not sure, because that fleeing track we had that, you know, I don't know. It's too close to the other fleeing track. Just seems really weird to do that. It's usually a blood track after it, not another fleeing track. I use coyote tracks. Yes, because it was in a little pack, so they will stick together even when they're wounded. So let's look out this way. Oh, come on. Come on, man. How can this injured coyote with a freaking arrow in its head? It's superhuman. Alright, as you can see, we're doing a big circle around this track, man. Alright, deer. Deer, fleeing. That was a fleeing track. Obviously scared something in here. Oh man. I might go back to the last blood spot, because I'm not sure what the hell's happened here. Yeah, my tracking on Coyote is sort of okay, so you know, I should be able to find where this bloody thing is. You know, hopefully it's dead. This is why people use tracer arrows. I don't. A lot of people do. So you're roaming. You've got blood. Alright, you went that way. Alright, let's stop running for a minute. So we've got blood, we've got a saying it ran this way, and we've got a circle around us, which is saying that, you know, the coyote's close, the body could be here, or it could be giving me a false reading here. But being a crazy dog, they can turn on a dime and they can turn the opposite way within a, and then you get stooged on where it said the coyotes run up this way. I'm going to check up here. Because that was the biggest coyote I've seen in days, and now I might have to get my dog out, seriously. If I can't find this next track in a minute, I'm going to get my dog out. It's bleeding enough that it should die. Oh, stuck on trees, man. Alright, we're going back to the tent. We're going to grab our little mate 7 and let her see if she can find this freaking crazy coyote that seems to have disappeared into the ether of nothingness, and that just won't do. Not for me anyway. I need this coyote. Doesn't matter, we're going to be moving from this area soon anyway, so I am running everywhere, which is sort of bad, but I just want to get it done. I still can't believe this thing didn't die when the arrow went into it. It looked like we got it in the head, and it ran off with the arrow sticking out of it. Now come on. So let's go get our buddy, the dog. We love our dog. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of this blind that's in the paddock there. So I'll put my bullpup in the tent for a tick, get rid of the blind, and we'll get the bullpup back out again. Look, so here's that coyote's track here. Look, here they are here, and bleeding, man. Bleeding, and it's running, doing crazy things. So I'm going to need me dog 7 to see if she can help me. So she's a beauty, mate. I think she's level 26 or 7 now. So she's well adept at chasing down animals, especially when they're bleeding. And here's that coyote's track here, but we did make it flee already twice, so that's why we could be finding old tracks sometimes with them fleeing ones, and that's how you can get stooged. So we're looking for my dog. Equipment. Of course, we will have a pet. It'll be a dog. There she is. Hello. How are you doing up there, my friend? Just thought you'd be lazy and sit up there. Alright, I'm gonna get this blind and get rid of it. I'm just sick of looking at it in the paddock, and it's sort of doing nothing. Let's call the dog over. She's got a job to do. We'll find the blood of the coyote and get her to get her on the job, man. Alright, blood. Come, dog, come. Skitch him, girl, skitch him. Off you go. Do the job. Alright, she's on the job. I'm hoping. There she goes. So I'm going to get rid of this blind while she starts to track down this culprit. I'm going to dismantle you. Oh, I don't have enough space. Oh, come on, man. How heavy is this shit thing? Let's go back over here. I'm going to have to get rid of the other gun for a minute. There you go. So the dog's following them tracks that already the X's I got down there. So, but I'm hoping she can find it all the way, or else I was having problems. Alright, so I'm going to have to get rid of the other gun for the moment. Alright, you go there. Thank you. And I've lost my scope with that as well. So now the blind should fit in. It's been here forever and I don't really do anything with it. So it's just a waste sitting out here. Alright, dismantle. Chunk you. You go back in my inventory so I can pop you in the tent. I can bring my guns back out and then we'll go join our dog and see how she's going. Hopefully she will be successful. Well, she's tracking away, so she's still tracking. Alright, equipment. You can go there. Thank you muchly. Now, we'll put our little buddy back in there with 10 bullets. And we also, what am I doing? Also need our bullpup, which is here. I want to get the scope for this gun, which is this, right? That's it there. We should go there. There you go. So we're back to normal now. Let's go find what our dog friend's doing. She's down here now. Hopefully she hasn't stopped. I'm hoping she's still tracking. Let's go see what she's doing. Alright, we've gotten rid of that blind, which is awesome. We've got our weapons back. Also awesome. And we've got the dog on the case, mate. Let's go find her and see what she's doing. Please find the Coyote girl. Alright, we're nearly caught up to her. Alright, she's going exact same tracks that I went along, but then I just couldn't find that one out that I needed. So I'm hoping she can, because I couldn't. There she is. Alright, good girl. Now this is where we got mixed up, right? This is where I went out that way a bit. Now she's going up that way. We did look up that way, but I just couldn't find a track. So once these dogs get leveled up a bit, they're excellent, man. As long as this coyote keeps bleeding, she'll be able to track it down. Alright, let's not rush her. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you coming back? Alright, back out this way now. And around there. It's even confusing her, mate. That's where I got confused. Don't get stuck on the tree. Do not get stuck on the frickin' tree. Ah, there you go. I know. Don't tell me you're confused too. Please, please, dog. Oh no, she's question marking. What we're going to do, I think there was a blood down here. I'm going to click on that blood and see if she can go after it. Maybe the Coyote didn't die. Blood, your poop. Where'd that other track go? There, your blood. Alright, your blood. Come on, girl. You can do it, mate. That's it. You're coming out this way every time. Sometimes refreshing, just going back to another blood spot and getting the dog to do that will help it. So look, she's back on the track again. She was confused like me, like I just couldn't find this track out. Now, she can, I'm hoping. Yeah, there, she's found one here, alright. I don't think we found this one. Good girl. Oh, this could be good, I'm hoping. Alright, that's the way, girl. Oh, I'm hoping this coyote's dead. Jesus, how can you live? Alright, there's another track here. Alright, so I didn't find any of these. This is where the dog comes in handy. Because what happens is you end up in the area where the dog has been before and you keep coming across old tracks, and even we made it flea once, so we're probably getting those flea tracks and making us go the wrong way. Look, even me, some tracking can be pretty hard, man. And these dogs do give you the edge. Once the dog levels up a bit, they sort of do give you the edge. Come on, need to find a body, girl. Oh, she's not barking. I haven't found a body yet. Please be. I need blood on the next couple of tracks. I want it still to be bleeding. I don't want this thing to live. Alright, track in front of the dog there. That's good. Please bleed, Coyote. Alright, another track down here. Any blood? Nope. Man, this thing can run. Oh, is that it down there dead? Is that a body down there dead? We've got some blood here. Oh yeah, we found it. Let her find it and bark at it. So we have found it. Oh, you can block that YouTube studio settings. Alright, I'll have to check that, Red. I try not to block anyone, like I don't even have mods in my streams. I don't need them. I think a lot of people have mods so that their stream looks like it's more full of... And they just censor people for garbage sometimes, you know. Alright, well this is the male I've been looking for. Came on the wrong day, of course. 22 kilos. What are you, man? 48. No, I think I've already got one that big. Yes, I do, because it didn't help me in the competition. Alright, girl, come on. Good girl. I'm glad you found that. Good girl. So I'll go try it, now that we've stirred the whole area up. Damn it, man. We're going to try here, back at our tree stand. And, yeah. The double tree stand. I'll give me a tick. I'm just going to fill my drink up one more time. And it should cover me for the rest of the stream. Be right back. I'll go to the bathroom while I'm there as well. Alright. At least we've got the dog back with us. Haven't had the dog on the last few hunts. Let's check her score. Yeah, she's level 30. Alright, so let's just go back to a normal walk and we'll get to this tree stand and see what's going on, man. And I've been, like the last few days, I've been hunting this area really heavy, mainly on this side of the island, but you know, I just enjoy being on, you know, it's not a bad spot when you're looking for whitetail. Although today, it's let us down, only one whitetail. But yeah, that's life, man. Alright, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon here. Day just flies by, although I've got to admit, I didn't get out of bed till 11 o'clock virtually. Hey? How actually is that right? I didn't go to bed till like 3 in the morning, so go figure. Alright, now hopefully we can pull a whitetail or two up around here. As you can see behind this tree stand, you got forest in front of it, you got a lake, it's got a nice paddock in front of it. It's an ideal spot for whitetail or elk. I wouldn't even mind a nice big male elk, would be beautiful. Speaking of, let's give him a call. Here, plenty of female whitetail that I don't want to know about. There's one right there. Go away. Go away. Look, it's right in front of me somewhere. A crazy ass thing. Alright, so we'll just cruise down here a bit now. We're near the tree stand. We'll keep the area nice and cool. And try and find us either a nice elk or a nice whitetail. We've gotten one bobcat today. For me, that's nice just to get one, you know, on a hunt, because I usually don't get them. So now if I come and say I got one bobcat a hunt here, I'd be pretty happy with that electronic caller. I'd be like, okay, at least we're getting them. Before I know it, I'll have 25 of them type thing and get an achievement for it. Then we'll have 50 and then 100. I think I could be wrong here. I'm either 3 or 4. It's around that number. Whitetail away from my 500th whitetail. And I was hoping to get that today. And we've only got one whitetail, mate. I could have got female. I don't want it in females. Like if you look at, you could go through my whole history of hunts with whitetail and mule deer and blacktail, and you know, 99% of them are males. I only take out females when they get in my way under my tree stand and they might ruin things, so I'll take them out for bow and arrow. But you know. So like all my red deer, elk, whitetail, blacktail, mule deer, if you know, you could go through my hunt history and they're virtually 99% all male. I do not come here to hunt female deers. I'll take the female wolves and foxes and cats and coyotes and stuff, but yeah, not deer or elk. Although every now and again they have a female, you know, they'll have a you know, biggest mule deer female, or you have to hunt 5 female Roosevelt elk, and like the biggest weight of the whole 5, you know, wins the competition. So yeah, they do have some female competitions every now and again, which usually, ooh, there's our friends the dogs again. We can actually call them in once we get in the tower. They're right down near the lake there. Oh, I heard a deer run off. I'm hoping that's a female. See how sensitive the deers are? Like it just ran off. So what we're going to do is get Dog here to sit under this tree. Okay, alright. Come over here in the shade, mate. Keep me nice and cool. Even though you're only a pixelated dog, we're going to look after you. Come here. Alright, lay down. Lay, good girl. And you just stay here, mate. Do not move. Oh, we'll slowly make our way to the tree stand and start calling in some animals, and hopefully, for the last part of our hunt, we get a couple of nice whitetail. It'd be nice to get the 500th whitetail today, but I'm not sure we're going to pull that off. So we're going to do it. We've only gotten one. Very sad start to our whitetail hunt. Alright, now you can see the tree stand just popped in. There she blows. That's a double tree stand. Yeah, females give XP and money. That's true. Some of them nearly give you shoot a female elk and it's like $900 or something. 800, 700. They pay alright. And this game, it's on the deer, if the female's no score, same with the elk. No score, no money. So you're just wasting your bullets when you shoot them. Or your arrows, whatever you're using. Oh, we had a bobcat here as well. Although my setup now is back at the other spot. Now let's call that dingo in. I keep calling them dingoes, sorry. The coyote in. I know they're not dingoes. So I'm just gonna, sometimes I like to be on the other side here for some reason. I don't know why. You can swap sides in these. Now as she comes in, I might hit her with the gun, because it'll come in quick, usually, up from the lake. And if we're lucky, she'll have a little pack with her. Oh, I can hear feet already. There it is, look, see how quick they come in? Alright, so we'll go pick her up. No mucking around with them, is there? Sort of hit in the side of the head there. You can see when my dog is on the hunter, mate, that's the green dot there. She'll just lay there, hopefully. Sometimes she gets up after I shoot an animal and comes over. Hopefully she doesn't this time. Yeah, we hit the neck and shoulder blade. It was a bit of a side shot, but it still killed it. Please calculate. My internet on? Yes, my internet's on. I had trouble this morning. I turned it all on. And then it went to white, and it went to orange, and it went to green, and I went back to white. I'm like, what the hell? This thing may not calculate. So we'll stooge it and try and take. So we're going to. There's the dog. Are we going to discard it? How do I cancel it again? Maybe I can't. Oh, damn me, I don't really want this. I don't really want it. Alright, so anyway, if we've got to take it, let's maneuver this crazy beast. Oop, not me. I'll even bring our dog over here. Hello. And we'll get Dingo to spin, 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 please. You gonna spin? Put it on my head, wear it like a what's the face? Like a, you know, they use them fox stalls, what do we call them? Stalls. Oh mate, this is why they brought out the poses for people, because people like me are hopeless. Hello, spin, please spin. Won't spin. Alright, there we go. That's not a bad photo. We'll just take that. We'll accept it. Girl, why'd you come? You're supposed to. Oh, we'll put her back over here. I think she's a photo bomber, my dog. She likes to bomb my photos. So she comes on in and so we're gonna make her lay down again and stay. Back here will be alright. Alright, come back. Where are you, girl? There you are. Alright, come here. Come on. Lay. And frickin' stay. You little photo bomber. Alright, back in our stand. See how quick them coyotes come in, man? Jesus. I'm going to call Whitetail and elk over here. So that's, I think we've gotten 6 coyote today. And I'm on a whitetail deer and bobcat hunt. But when I was on the coyote hunt, I got like a ton of turkey. It just never works out. Oh, let's we're getting animals. We're getting GM. We're getting animals. Like I said, I'm maybe 3 or 4 whitetail away from my 500th whitetail. And man, we've only gotten 1 today. I just can't find them. And we've been very quiet with our hunt. We've mainly used the bow and arrow. We did use the gun then. It is a nice quiet gun though. It's not very loud. As you can see, we shot 1 bullet out. They do hold 10. Which would be a good thing for Call of Wild. They're going to bring out a semi-auto like this. Whack. 10 bullets in the thing, mate. Not 5. I didn't see the winds blowing straight ahead, which is never good. But yeah, see how quick it was. Just you hear it walking in. There it is, just running at you virtually. We need a nice whitetail, man. I really want one for me lodge. I want a huge one, or I want a non-typical. Now that I've got a lodge. Like I had 3 non-typical whitetail before my lodge. Now I just can't find one. Though they are hard to find. Non-typicals are hard to come across. They're rare. It's like finding a piebald or, you know. Very hard to find in this game. So I'd say, like in this game, if there was an albino on this map, say it was a male whitetail buck, it would be the only albino on the map. Out of the whole map, there wouldn't be any other. It'd only be the one on there, I'd imagine. And you ought to come across it. So, you know, chances are you're not going to come across it. But when you do, you really want it. Or if you come across a piebald or the non-typical, it's like, that's when you concentrate. You go, oh, here we go. We need this animal. We've got to give it, you know, a kill shot. We don't want it running off. So it really heightens the tension when you see one. Hey, you're back. How you going, mate? Oh, it's been a pretty quiet hunt. Mainly coyote, this hunt. 1 whitetail, 1 bobcat. I think 5 or 6 coyote. Did you make any good kills? Well, no, not really. Nothing to write home about anyway. All average animals. Nothing big today, nothing huge, nothing, you know, nothing to whack in your lodge. Soon I'm going to buy the other lodge, the community choice. I don't know exactly what the model's called, but it's like a wooden lodge. So I want to buy one of those soon for this game. So then I'll have 2 lodges. And I just use, you know, I'll use GM to buy the lodge and I use EM to taxidermize the animal. How long do you put on the stream for today? I'll probably go in about another half an hour. Like once again, it's after 3 here. So, you know, probably about 3:45 I'll quit and I've got to do stuff today. Again, you know, I just got washing on the line. Got to feed myself. The stray cat might come. I have a cat that comes every now and again. It's a friendly thing. I think someone owns it, but every now and again it comes to my house to see what food I have. It's pretty funny. There goes the rat. I don't know if if you're a classic player, you would have seen a lot. Where'd it go? It ran off in the grass. They have like a rat that, there it goes, a rat that runs around. And a lot of the reserves, and in the Australia, oh, Coyote, it has scorpions. Another female. Seriously, with all these females driving me insane in this game. We're on this side. It might come up from the back there. We'll give it another call. Oh, this has turned into a coyote hunt, which I needed on the weekend, because that's what I advertised. And this is the one that turns into the coyote hunt, and I called it a whitetail hunt, and we've only gotten one whitetail and one bobcat. So I just can't pick a winner at the moment with my thumbnail titles. But that's hunting. Like, you just never know what's going to show up. But I think this thing should come up, I'm hoping. I'm hoping it comes this side now that I've swapped sides. And if I call out this way, it'll make it go left. And even though my dog is back there, it shouldn't, it won't, it won't stir the coyote up. I'm just hoping it comes in. Can you maybe go on a turkey hunt? Not today, I won't, because like I said, I'm running out of time. I think if you look at my, on the weekend, I've done a stream, the coyote hunt, the first one, not the part 2. In that hunt, I do get a lot of turkey at the start. I got one that was big enough to get third in a competition, so... a turkey hunt that turned into a coyote hunt that turned into a turkey hunt in a way. So I'm going to see my dog back there. You can't, because I can there, but I can't when I look through the scope. Oh, I can hear something walking. Can't see it. Oh, there it is. It's coming up through here. Just let it just get a tad closer. Past the tree. Alright. Let's just let it settle. It's good, it's out there, which I like. Alright, another coyote to the bunch. So that could be 7 now, these things I got. It's either 6 or 7. Another female, man. They just stay there, dog. Do not come to me. Alright, with the left lung, right lung, neck, shoulder blade, 18. We're going to get 36. Alright, dog didn't move for once. Let's get back in. So you can see a lot of coyote today. It is, it drives you crazy when you're looking for whitetail. Cool elk as well. I have gotten a lot of elk around here before. But yeah, I'm just not finding them lately. Now later in the week I'll probably do a stream, but I might change the time around. So, I try and just keep the times fluctuating so, all my subscribers get a chance to check it out or whatever while it's streaming. I just thought I'd do it today because it's pretty hot, and then tonight we'll probably get all, be like an oven. So sometimes I don't like streaming when it's like that. How many guns do I have? I have a fair few, but not all of them. I got, I don't know, like 4 shotguns, but one was a free one. You know, the free one that you have, that you get when you join the game, that single shot 12 gauge. I've got the pump action 12 gauge G10, G20. I've got the bull pump. I've got one of the German rifles, and swamps, whatever you call them. I've got the 300, 270, 243, 3006, 20. What else do I have? Oh, I've got me 2223s, the semi-auto, and just the bolt action one. 4570. Probably another couple after that. Oh, how many jams do I have? At the moment, about 23,000. So yeah, I got a little bit. I usually keep that around 40,000 GM, but then last week I bought a tree stand, a happy camper tent, a blind for the goose hunt, the electronic caller, and that spinner thing that we saw before. So last week I spent over 30,000 GM, which left me 11. Oh, probably 2 weeks ago I done that. Or 2 to 3 weeks ago. Now I'm back to 22,000 GM. So in like 2 weeks or a bit over, I've made 11,000 GM. And, you know, that's not pushing, that's just hunting like I am now. Like if I wanted to make a ton of money and a lot of score, I'd go to White Rome Ridge and do a run and gun and shoot about 30 bison and 8 moose, and I'd have a ton of GM, and my score would go up by nearly 1,000 almost. It'd go up like 500 plus. So yeah. But for me, I play this in the long game mode. Like I'm not rushing to do anything in this game. I just look at my next, what am I going to purchase next? You know, do I need a tree stand? Do I need a tent? Do I need a blind? You know, do I want another gun? Like this gun I bought with GM. I bought the G10 of GM. Like most of my guns after I stopped using real money on this game and they made it totally free. Because before you couldn't buy guns with GM. You couldn't buy that stuff with GMs until they made the game totally free. And you didn't need to pay for a license to hunt every reserve. So, hey Marcio. So, yeah, I just save up my GM and then I have an idea of what I need. And then I just save up for that and buy it with the GMs. So I don't pump any more real money into this game at all. I do have like 900 EMs. I did get a gift off a friend. He gave me some EMs to buy my first lodge. And there was some EM, left over. And then since I go on the competitions, like if you win a competition, you get 100 EM. If you come second, you'll get 50 or 75. If you come third, you get like 25. So I've built that up to like 900. And I use that for, if I want to taxidermize an animal for my lodge, I just use my EMs instead of GMs. It usually costs 10, EM or 15 EM if the animal's damaged, that might need repairing, to taxidermize it so you can put it in your lodge. So once you got yourself a few guns in this game that you can shoot most animals with, you'll start, and callers. So once they sell the callers in a pack, a bunch of them, like, I don't know if it's every caller, I think it's nearly every caller, that'd be worth getting. if you're a new player, because then you can call in the coyote, you can call in the elk, you can call in, every deer, you can call in the red deer, you can call in the moose. And once you can do all that, you can go to any reserve and have a hunt, sit back and just count the GMs at the end of the hunt. Callers are probably one of the most important thing in this game, because without them, you see the animal in the distance and you can shoot it. But once you can call them in, you can bring them to this spot right here and just sit back and shoot. And hopefully you don't spook the animal because you're up in a tree. And if you've got enough money in Classic, you might be able to do like 100,000 GM spending spree or something. Yeah, I don't, spend it for my YouTube channel. I just spend it for me to have a hunt with. So whatever I need, I've been playing this game for over 10 years, so I do have a lot of equipment. I own a lot of towers, camping tents, tree stands. But so what I like to do when I put this tree stand up here, I don't want to take it down again. I want to leave it here, so next time I come to White Hart Island, it's here. You don't want to just have a few tree stands and then go out, pop it out there. You can at the start, and then remove it after the hunt so you can take it to another reserve. But so I just like to like there's a tree stand and a tent and the electronic caller. Here's another tree stand. Here's another tree stand. Here's a blind, and I'll put a blind here with a happy camper tent. And we've got a tree stand for turkey setup, tree stand, turkey setup, tree stand, turkey setup, tent. So I don't want to pull any of them down. They're all there for a reason. And that's why with my GM, I think, what do I need next? Do I need another tent? Do I need another tree stand? Like, I haven't bought a gun in ages in this game because the guns I have cover me. Like, I wouldn't mind some more guns, but they're not my biggest thing that I want to buy. It's equipment mainly, and I want another lodge. It's like my, White Rime Ridge. My Timber Gold Trails. When you go to that, when Timber Gold Trails come out, and White Rime Ridge, there were no towers on them. So I've got, I got 4 towers at Timber Gold Trails that, I used to get when I was a member. You'd get 2 towers a year given to you. And then I think I bought another 3. So I'll put towers around, tree stands, tents on maps, and I just want to leave them there. I don't want to have to pull them down. And with the towers, it takes a day for them to build it as well. When you buy a tower and you don't actually pull a tower out of your inventory. You pull a building permit. So it's just like you can have like 50 towers in your inventory because they're all just slips of paper. They're building permits. And you go up to a place, a paddock like this, you pull out the building permit thing, then like a base of a tower appears, and then you place it where you want to have it, rotate it so the door's the right way and everything, and then they start to build it. And then you come back the next day, and your tower's complete. It takes like 24 hours. Unlike a tree stand, which is a physical big object you got to put in your inventory, the towers are just a building permit. And then they build it on the spot where you put it, where you want it put. And I was surprised when I first done it. I thought, this tower's going to weigh a ton. So I put one gun in my inventory with some bullets and a couple of callers, and I thought I'm putting the tower in my inventory now, and I looked and it's just a slip of paper. It's a building permit. I went, I could put 100 of these things in me inventory. It wouldn't matter. There's a female deer. It's not what I want, man. And with this game, what I like is you can join the competitions. And then it gives you, it's like a game within the game when you're in a competition. Especially if you're in the top, 3 or 5, and you're going back out the next day to hunt. and you're going after a certain animal, like it sort of spurs you on. It just makes it more interesting. No, I used to be a real life hunter, not anymore, mate. When I was younger, I did. Like, I live in Australia, and to own a gun here, oh my God. You have to go do a course before you get, if you don't have a gun license, then you get the gun license, and you have a gun cabinet at home. It's just a whole lot of rigmarole to go through. So they make it really hard to own guns here in this country. So in the end, you're just better off going fishing. Just have a fishing rod, go fishing. A lot easier. But we do have, you can hunt whitetail here, you can hunt red deer here. Like, we have a lot of the animals, and the hunting license, keeps that reserved. They restock them and all that sort of crap. I mainly just hunted rabbits, mate. Just pest animals in Australia. I didn't go out and hunt kangaroos and emus and stuff. I mainly would just hunt a pest type animal that we don't want here. Like a fox, like rabbits. If I had went out to the outback, we could have hunted a wild boar or feral hogs. We've got all that feral hogs out there. We have camels, we have buffaloes. There's a lot to hunt here in this country. If you're hunting pigs, you need pig dogs. And if your pig dogs can get killed on the hunt, because the males have big tusks on them, and they'll just ram into the dog, and they'll rip it open, mate. And you might have to pull your gun out and shoot your dog, because you're out in the middle of nowhere, and this thing's just going to bleed out anyway. So I just stuck to smaller game, rabbits, foxes, and they're a pest in this country anyway. Foxes and rabbits aren't natural to Australia. We have a ton of them. We have a ton of them. But if I was out there and I saw a dingo, I wouldn't shoot the dingo. It's that female deer, because the dingo's a native animal here. It's a native dog. Beautiful looking dog too, a dingo. No, we don't want her. We want your dad. Go home, get your uncle, your dad, your brother, your neighbour. Get out of here. Plus, I don't, have a car. I haven't had a car for years, so, I'd have to go hunting with friends. I'd have to find someone that went hunting and let them take me hunting. So yeah, I think this is my limit to hunting now. On the computer. This is where it's all done. And she ran. There she goes. Look at it go, mate. Bouncing off that tree there. Looked awesome. Should we go down and have a look at the lake while we're here? It's just there. Oh. We had the dog to join us. Go down and look around the lake. I might see a buck stand around or something. That looking that's it there, huh? Is that it? Is that the Tower of Power over there? It looks really skinny from here. Yeah, there it is there. Wow, has it gotten taller and skinnier? What the hell has happened to it, mate? I might have to check that out before we leave. It's so weird that it glitches in. My dog is pushing me. Hey, I know you're in a rush, mate, but... Yeah, you can, plus if you're a new hunter, you don't have towers, or this map does have a lot of towers, you can walk along the roads here. Like they go, like if you look at, this is this road here. So that'll go right round the island. And same with these roads here. And they're nice to walk along the roads. You'll find collectibles, which are mushrooms, in the middle of the road. And when you hear the animal coming, well, you just take cover on the other side of the road, and hopefully the wind's blowing in your face, and you're nice and quiet, and you know. I do a lot of hunting like that, but lately I've been doing the towers and the stands. Let's just go crouch here and have a little look around. Now, every now and again, if you're lucky too, you come down to these lakes and you'll see bobcat walking around it. You know, well, obviously we're not going to be that lucky today, but I have come to lakes and seen bobcat just down near the lake, and I've shot a couple like that. I didn't have to call them, just had to, you know, aim up. There's nothing on here. We'll go check the other side just for something before we end. I'm going to go right over here. And we'll go look at the first tower if you're a new player. Alright, so you end up here, you have a shooting range over there. So if you do use the shooting range here, it actually doesn't use any of your bullets. So, yeah, you can just sit there and aim up all day and muck around if you wanted to. Now on this side of the map, less whitetail, more blacktail. You got your little lodge there. There's a few of them, see? Elk over here. I do tend probably to get more elk on this side of the map than the other. So have a little walk to the first tower here. So you know, you could just walk and hunt like this. Stick to the roads. When you hear the animal, go back towards the bush. And yeah. Just curious, do you happen to have a No, Australians don't have kangaroos as pets. I live in a city. You know, you don't see kangaroos around here, but well, you don't have to go far. You go to the Yuyangs here, which is probably like I don't know, an hour drive, and you'll see kangaroos and koalas up there. So they're not far away. How you going, Brenda? How are you today? You're new? Nice to see you. Glad you dropped in. Yeah, but we don't have kangaroos bouncing down the street. Yeah, it would be awesome, but a lot of them will get run over by cars, so then it would be gruesome. So yeah. Plenty of them out in the bush. I got a property in the Otway Ranges, which is about 100 miles away from my house. And you're actually in the ranges when you get there, and you see wallabies, kangaroos down there. We used to do a lot of dirt bike riding on tracks like this. They were similar to this, in between logging coops. A lot of the tracks were a bit rougher because trucks and crap had been down there, so they had big ditches and crap in them. We were just on dirt bikes, so it was fine. I remember coming around this bend one day, and there was a mother wallaby with its baby out of the pouch. So I stopped the bike and just sort of got off, and I didn't want to scare him, and the baby just jumped back in the mum's pouch, and they hopped off happily. So you know, once you get out of the cities, like when you go to the ranges, like in the Otways, you'll find a lot of wildlife. You get a lot of the parrots, cockatoos, gang parrots, galahs up there. The possums up there are huge compared to the possums in the city. But yeah, you know, you will get, you know, kangaroo's not super far out of the city. There'd be more foxes in this city than, you got a lot of foxes in Melbourne. Ah, is the road branched off here? It has up here. There's another track. Hope you're having a good day, Brenda. Alright. Should be just a tower up here somewhere. So if you're a new player, there's nothing wrong with walking and hunting. Like I know I do a lot of tower and tree stand hunting lately, but I usually do a lot of hunting like this too. You've got to realise, don't run through these areas. You just want to throw out calls. And as soon as you get a call, set yourself up, call the animal in, make sure the wind's in your face, if you can. I watch a lot of people play this game. You know, they're streaming, and as they're walking along, they don't call. I think, oh, it feels weird to call while you walk. Why? Just call. Because if there's an animal in the area, it should answer back. And then that gives you an indication of where it is, and you can set up to hunt it. Here's a nice spot you'd imagine you'd find deer. Like, look at this paddock here. Oh, and it opens up to the tower. That's why it's here, because you've got this little paddock here. So on the right time of day, you'll have deer, you know, around here. Yeah, so all these are permanent towers. I didn't put them here. They're all permanent towers. I'll keep walking. I'll walk a bit, see if we can find an animal. When I first used to hunt here, I found a lot of elk, man. Well, it's pretty quiet when you walk on these tracks too. You're not making a whole lot of noise, which is good. So there's another tower on a hunter, mate. So there's a lot of towers on this map. The wind indicator is one on the right. I don't really have a wind indicator on me. Like you can bring one with you. My wind indicator is you look up and which way the leaves falling. And that's how I do it. The one on the right's like a true north compass. So yeah, which is pretty useless anyway. But you can bring a wind indicator with you. I just never do. So I just tend to look up and go, look, the leaves are falling that way, so the wind's blowing in from this way. So you just sort of, I don't know, that's how I do it. But every now and again you go to a reserve and the leaves are falling off some of the trees. You go, which way the bloody wind's coming? Yeah, so when you look at the hunter, mate, there, like the ID one, that's what you press when you hear an animal. And the one opposite that is like just a compass that never moves. So it's sort of like a true north compass. If you don't mind me asking, what is your most viewed video? It'd be a Call the Wild video about a diamond moose. I called it the Beast, and I think it's got 130-something thousand views or something. That'd be my most viewed. Then after that would be a GTA video with about 120-something thousand views. So if I was a smart YouTuber, I'd just keep doing Call the Wild and GTA videos because I guess they seem to get more views for me. But that's not what I'm here for. Do you get paid for views? Well, you make money on a monthly basis with YouTube. So at the moment, in my account, if I remember rightly when I last looked at the stats, I got $40 up, $45 or something, and they don't pay you. They don't send out money to you till it's $100 or over, and then that goes into your nominated account that you nominated them to pay it into. Yeah, you'll have YouTubers that make $1,000 a day. I'd be lucky to make, $60 a month. So, and they're sort of starved. They've sort of ruined YouTube in a way. They've let too many commercial channels on here. They've lowered the price of ads. With every controversy, if PewDiePie said something bad, or that dude went to the Japanese suicide forest, every time they let the big news people walk all over him, YouTube just tell them where to get off. And with that, it sort of ruined ad revenue, because then a lot of people pulled out. They didn't want to put ads on YouTube because it's controversial. PewDiePie said something. Who cares? Get over it, mate. So another, you probably, if you're getting over 100,000 views a month, you're probably making a few bucks on this thing. But I don't, I'm not that person. I don't get them views. I got a couple, a few videos that have a lot of views, and all the rest are just pretty average. You gonna lay down, dog? Okay, you're totally ignoring me. Try to sit. You sat. Now, stay. You just didn't want to lay down. We'll just check this tower out while we're here. Seems to be an elk or two, but they're female, but we might have a male around if we're lucky. Oh, look over there. They're probably all female. Yes they are. We've got a gang of 4. They're worth 0. Let's wait for the score to come up, and score 0. So you can shoot that, you'll get no score, no money. I don't know. Do you not get added money for... Nah, you don't get that, mate. I don't know who's telling you this story. Doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You can have 10 subscribers and you put out a video, and it took off and got 2 million views in 2 weeks. You'll make it, as long as you're in the pay thing, you'll make a lot of money off that. But you don't get money because people subscribe to you or you got likes. What likes does is that it'll make the algorithm see that video is getting likes, and they'll share it to more people. But you don't get paid for it. YouTube will share it more. So the algorithms do it all now. Like it used to be when YouTube started, it'd be whatever people liked is what took off. There was no algorithm pushing a certain video or anything. But now if you get more likes and people share it more, then YouTube will promote it more. Oh my God, we've got more than 4 of these things. We found the mother load of elk, but they're all female. So you got to be a big YouTuber here to make bucks, I probably, the Flinters and DD33s of this genre of game will be the ones who are making bucks out of YouTube. Not me. Not me. For a while there, right, before that, Jake Paul, or his brother, whatever his name is, Logan Paul, went to the Japanese suicide forest, I was making, between $550 and $650 a month. Although my views were up then, but ads were paying more back then. Then after he'd done that, and then PewDiePie said a certain word on a stream one night, Ad revenue just dropped out of this thing. So then companies, they pretty much said, oh, we're not paying that much to have ads on. They negotiated cheaper prices, which in the end affects every content creator. So, you'd have to speak to the YouTube management and ask them why they let that happen and why they let themselves be talked into that position and just not tell them people where to get off. And so, well, don't put ads on there. And when that video over there gets 10 million views and your ad's not on it, you're not going to sell one thing. You just got to be tough with these people. You don't let them walk all over you. But obviously, my favourite show is on tonight. I don't watch much TV. Like, I was saying before, I watched that Devil's Canyon. I like shows like that. The guys go out and dig gold and pan for gold and have to hunt for their food, and they're dumped out in the middle of freaking nowhere. So that's pretty cool. But I do, every year they have this show on telly called Married at First Sight. I don't know if your country has it. And if you're looking to someone to marry, first of all, you don't join a TV show to find the love of your life. And, man, it's just one of those shows. They fight. They have, a dinner party every week, which big blues happen. I just sit there laughing. To me, it's the best comedy on TV. Although it's not a comedy. I just sit there laughing at it all night. Like, well, we're in the first week of the show, I think, and already one guy has gone home. He's left his wife. I don't know if they're going to make him be able to come back. But last night he stormed out and he goes, he didn't take any of his stuff. He goes, they can send it to me. He got in the elevator and took off. It makes me laugh, the fights they have. And I'm thinking, what do you expect? You've joined a TV show. It's a fake marriage. It's not a real marriage when they get married. Trying to find a husband or a wife on a TV show? Like, come on. How stupid are you? So I don't mind the elk coming. I want a male elk. I don't want 7 female. What the hell am I going to do with them? We're going to walk on from here. That is a nice, like, you can see how the elk, they're obviously up in that area. So we're here, so that's a nice, when you get the lines like that, it's a hill, it goes up. There's like a canyon through there. So, a nice area for deer and elk. People are so sensitive now, they get offended. So, yeah, they do, I know. But I'm not one of them people. I'm old school. So, but I got to watch what I say. That's what I got to watch. I got to watch what I say when I'm streaming and making videos and stuff. Well, I don't have anything offensive to say, but like you said, people are so sensitive. If you said one thing out of place and they took it the wrong way, and they complained, just, I don't know what sort of crap could happen. Like, I even try not to swear. I don't swear usually on a normal video, but every now and again when you're streaming, something will happen which will make you swear. I try not to, but you know what I mean? Every now and again. Like, something might happen in a game and you might let, a word fly that you usually wouldn't. And that's just in the moment. You know what I mean? That's just in the moment of the game. Well, I'm like, most of my the people that follow me are pretty cool. That's why I don't even need mods for my streams. Like, I never have a problem. So, I'm a pretty relaxed type of dude. I don't go out of my way to offend anyone or any group of people, or I'm just here to have a hunt and a chat, and I'll be on my way after that. That female elk was just standing over there for A minute I thought it might be a male, but she's wandering off now. So I say this every time I hunt here, or on the classic, and I'll say it nearly every time. Cut back 10% of the females and add extra males onto every map, because that's what we're out here to hunt. I'm not hunting females. Doesn't that seem like a reasonable thing to do? To me it does, anyway. Oh, someone got their message detracted. I didn't do that. It's just I set it up in a way that, you know, that it sort of safeguards from, I don't know what words it detracts. I didn't set that up. I just put, like, so it's sort of safe when people chat. So, you know, you couldn't have one person come here and start swearing at everyone. I thought I'd better put some sort of safeguard on there. Yeah, but I don't know what words it is, so I didn't put any in that don't say this or don't say that. It's just I'll let the machine do it. The OBS does it. I didn't put anything like that or anything. I retracted. Oh, fair enough. Like, sometimes I see it and I just wonder if it did it, you know, because I don't, like I said, I don't have moderators or anything. I don't really want to censor people. Although if they start, you know, swear at people and go bananas, well, then, fair enough. But, you know, just in general chat, if someone says something that might be a swear word, I don't mind. They're all going after Joe Rogan now, aren't they? I don't know if any of you watch any of Joe Rogan. I only watch bits now because he's on Spotify and I don't do Spotify. But when he was on YouTube, he used to have his full shows on, and I didn't mind watching the odd full show. They have conversations, and people take bits out of that and get offended. It's like they're having a conversation. Just relax. Suppose in the end he'll be the winner out of it anyway. What, Spotify gave him $100 million to come over, so damn. I'd do it for $100,000. There you got $100 million. Nothing to sneeze at, really. We'll walk up here a bit more next tower. If I don't find it, I will have to probably end the stream and start my day. Since it's nearly 4 in the afternoon, I've gone beyond what I was going to go on. I was just hoping to find one nice elk before we left. I'm not going to find a nice whitetail now because we've left that side of the island. So one nice blacktail elk now would be nice. But it doesn't look like we're going to get it. And that's hunting. You know, it's unpredictable. You never know what you're going to find. So, you know, sort of just do your best. We did make a few jam today, not a whole heap. Well, we get one whitetail, one bobcat, I reckon 6 coyote or something. Something crazy. Oh, this is the side of the map you'll find the turkey on as well. So, you know, there's the turkey caller there. Spanish American, but born and raised in Latin America, and here the people don't care about the way you talk because Spanish tends to... Oh, fair enough, you know. I think the majority of Australians usually don't mind, you know, sort of what you say, if in reason. But yeah, there's too many people that just get offended now at the drop of a hat, so... Like in my real life, if I'm down the pub or, you know, with friends, I don't really hold back. Not that I'm not an offensive person anyway. But here I've got to just, keep myself in check. I don't want any, you know. Like, I done a video once, and I don't think there was any swearing in it until right at the end, and one of the guys, well, in Red Dead Redemption, one of the guys that were with in the posse said, you know, F, but he said it really loud, and then they demonetized the video because of that. Not that I really care. I wasn't going to lose much money over it anyway, but I thought, wow, it was like the only swear word in the thing, and it was right near the end. I think because it was so loud, he said it, that, you know, they didn't like it, so. You're pretty sure on YouTube there is no like reaction mode or anything to stop people from toxic on streams? Yeah, like on streams, I think. Oh, we'll try and call this little bugger in. We'll go to this tower since he has called. I think that's why you get those Russians in the streams, because YouTube can't kick them out. YouTube can stop a stream. They can stop it in its tracks if they really wanted to. If they checked it and they got complaints and there was really offensive stuff going on, they'd just they'd stop the stream from their end. Yeah, I'm never gonna have that. I'm just like a normal dude, and we're just hunting. Although I have had people on my videos tell me off for slaughtering all the bison that I killed in my video. It's like, dude, it's a game. I'm not really killing real bison. Sure what you're on about. Maybe they had bad eyes and thought they were, I don't think so though. They're like animal activists, and then they come onto your hunting gaming video and start to tell you off that you're killing all these animals. It's like, dude, don't you get it? It's just a game. This doesn't encourage anyone to go out and hunt. It might encourage them to play the game again, but that'd be about it. We might end up with a blacktail, which would be nice. There's no hope for humanity if people get mad. Yeah, I know, literal games. I know. Well, that's why you've got to take that in yourself and just, be you and don't get offended by every little thing that goes on. We all got to live together in this crazy world. But we should all try and get along a bit. I could see it creeping in the workplaces, before, I left my last job. You could see it creeping in just to a normal workplace, so. And certain types of people would get away with more stuff because they were that type of person. So, it was cool for them to do it, but you do it and you'll be in the boss's office. I don't want you. I got a mail coming in. Do not ruin this. I'm actually in a blacktail competition for the biggest blacktail, but that won't be happening here. I doubt it. But let's hopefully he comes in. We'll keep calling him. Yeah, so if you're new to this game, like I said earlier, and, you just want to do a bit of tower hunt, this is a good map to do it. Look. This is our third tower we've gotten to. So you got another one there. They're just everywhere on this map. And they'll all be in like a little area like this. Like, some forest in front. There'll be a paddock, a clearing for the animal to walk out in. Now, blacktail are notoriously slow at coming in. They do not rush in. Alright, have a good sleep, mate. Thanks for popping in again today. I enjoy the company and keeping me company. It gives me someone to talk to. Instead of just sitting here alone sometimes like I do. Hope you enjoyed the hunting. Sorry I didn't get as many whitetail, but yeah, that's hunting. Sometimes I think I should go back and change the title of the thumbnail, but not a lot I can do on this one. Come on, call again, Mr. Blacktail. I like them to bark again, so I know they're coming in. So he's up on the other side of the road. He should be at least at the road by now. I'll pop in every now and time. Alright, no worries, that's cool. I do stream and I'll, a few times during the week, sometimes 4, but I do change the times around a bit. I have no schedule, because I know I'll break it, so I don't make one. I have been asked that question a million times. Do you have a schedule? Nope. As I know, I'll break it, so it's one thing I don't want to do. If you say something to people, you want to make sure you do it. Be nice to get, I got a couple of nice blacktail over the weekend. I actually even took a couple of trophy shots of a couple of them because they weren't too bad. So it'd be nice to get a blacktail before we head off. Since we haven't been on this side today at all, just got here, this side of the map. But they are slow. They are slow coming in, man. I was hunting on the weekend and my niece was with me. She goes, oh, I don't think that blacktail's coming in now. It's been like 10 minutes. I go, I bet it comes in eventually. And then like 5 minutes later, she goes, the blacktail's here. I go, told you. They're just notoriously slow at walking towards the call. Oh, they're in no rush. I like them to bark one more time just so I know it is getting closer. They're pretty much directly in front of us across the other side of that road and about 50 metres up. So I'm thinking it should be getting closer to that road. It's very difficult to see in here. Unless it's, if we see it coming down there, we're fine. That's pretty steep there. Oh, that's right. It's there. Where are you, buddy? That's a female there, so that's not it. Oh, it's right on the road now, see? Now I've got to watch this female doesn't trigger a catastrophe. Which they can do. So it must be on that ridge there, somewhere. There's the road. Right there, the track. And according to the hunter mate, it's just above it. But as you can see, it's got to walk down. There's a bit of a steep thing there. It's a deer. It can get up and down there, not a problem. Alright, the female's what? Oh, go away, dude. Like, seriously. If you get any closer, I'm going to stick an arrow in you. So he's on the way in. That's the main thing. I'm going to call again. What are you going to do? You get shot through the freaking head is what you're going to do. I'm going to pop another arrows in there. Oh, that should be fine. Male shouldn't have heard that. But just so she doesn't spook. Oh god, got another female coming. Get out of here. Got 3 of them coming in. Another 2. There's one. Another one. Damn it. I don't want to waste arrows on females. Where is the male? Come on, dude. Get down the hill and onto that path. I'd shoot you with the bullpup when you get there. I can hear more feet. Where is it? Oh, is that the male? There's the male. There's our friend. It came out quicker than I thought. I actually blast him with the gun. I'll go pick him up. It's only a small one, but it's a nice way to end the hunt. As I really got to get to my daytime stuff now. So I'll pick up this female just to get rid of her. Thank you. I don't have to see it goes. Really? That can't be in the biggest blacktail. 15. That's crazy. That's a female. This game's on something, man. Alright, so this should rank up in that competition, even though it's tiny. Look, this is a tiny blacktail male. Oh yeah, only 59 kilos. And it's only... Oh, we're going to get 51. It's a score of 94. Still small. And that also gives me 15th in the biggest blacktail. So at the moment, the biggest blacktail isn't that big. So, could be worth hunting them, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Thanks, Red, Rue. We've had a few people in. Brenda was here before. If I can't scroll back to see who else was here. But yeah, thanks for keeping me company today. I'll be back later in the week. Tomorrow's Thursday. If I come tomorrow, it'll probably be at night time. Or, at a different time of day than today. Because I have my niece coming after school tomorrow. And that keeps me busy till like 7 o'clock cooking her dinner and stuff. So yeah, thanks for popping in. Keep me company. I'll catch you all